Hi, can you hear us now?
I'm going to say everything I said again. Welcome in to the Live Gem and Minerals show here at Sage Goddess. The lovely, talented, funny, authentic, magical Robin is here with me. And honestly, no one does it like her. I got Louise on the turntables behind the scenes, and I am going to repeat everything I said because it was important and you couldn't hear me, and then I just danced for you. Well, I don't know what to do. When there's no sound, I'm like, what do I do for you? So anyway, it's all good. You can hear us now. I wanted to say this. You are here for the Live Gem and Mineral Show. I'm stoked you're here. We have gorgeous things, super fun things actually to share with you today that Robin and I are both very excited about. I do want to tell you that if you've ever thought about joining my online programs called Apothecary, where I teach about gems and minerals and also about herbs and flowers and resins and history, this month is the month. And it's not too late to join. I am teaching you about the Melissa, the Melissae, the bee priestesses of ancient Greece, and honey. Mm-hmm. And it is so good. Like, I was looking through all of our, because we've spent time as a team kind of coming together thinking about what, to teach you about honey and its healing properties and the ancient priestesses of honey that a lot of people don't know about. And it starts on Wednesday. So sagegoddess.com/apothecary. Even if you only hop on with me for a month, June is kind of the thing. The meditation is going to be crazy. The teaching is going to be insane. You're never going to look at honey the same way. I'm going to teach you how to prepare your garden for bees. And then my sweetheart and I are going to make baklava for you in session 4. I know, from my kitchen.
Oh, I want some.
And then Robin is going to get to enjoy it.
Yay!
We're going to make batches of it. So I don't know. If you want to join us, I would love to have you in Apothecary. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about tonight, but I just want to tell you, I'm so excited. Yeah, there's other counsel too. So sagegoddess.com/apothecary. Team SG will pop the link up for you. I know we have Elder Council too. This month is rocking and rolling, and it's power.
There's Rock Talk with Robin coming in.
And there's Rock Talk with Robin. Yeah, you get to learn from her more than you even do here, which is hard to believe. But that's all going to happen for us coming in June. So please join us, sagegoddess.com/apothecary. Just go over there, open a separate tab, say, yes, I want to join this class. You'll get more than your money's worth. And then if you don't like it, you can cancel it. You don't have to keep going for the rest of the year. Or if you love it, I've got amazing things coming for you July through December. So you might love it, but come cook and bake and learn about honey with us. Okay.
I have an amazing bee story for you too.
You'll have to come to the house when we do that.
I guess
it'd be really fun. No, it'd be really fun to have session 4 kind of be an open session where we're cooking and we're talking and we're sharing stories because you're such an amazing cook. I mean, that's like a whole other side of your life that we don't talk about. She's multi-talented, everyone. It's really true. So anyway, I'm so stoked you're here. So let's talk about tonight. I'm going to try to tell you all the rules. We do these shows twice a month. It's our favorites, right? Highly curated, the best jewelry, the best carvings, the best stones. I'm going to teach you too. So if you like learning, and of course she's going to teach you, have a notebook because we're going to tell you more than you ever wanted to know about all these stones. Everything is for sale. We have one of some things and at most like 4 dozen of something. So as soon as I and she talk too much about the thing, Team SG with the gold box is going to put the item and the price. You cut and paste that, drop it into a comment and say sold. And then if you're one of the first 2 or 4 or 20, then we're going to declare you the winner and you get it. It ships for free in the US. Everything is $5 per item outside the US. Turn your chat to live chat, not top chat. Don't bid on things you're not serious about because it makes it hard for Team SG and we're trying to keep them sane. This is actually really challenging behind the scenes, so we always appreciate them. And yeah, you want to see my new ring? Well, it's not a new ring actually. I know.
So nice.
So that is a smoky citrine in a setting from the 70s that was very popular. It's not as popular now, but
I love it because it looks so organic.
It's very organic. Do you know that this was from a Goodwill auction? They didn't know what it was.
I love it when you can find something like that. You just feel so lucky.
I mean, I paid a fair price for it, but they didn't know what it was, and it's so heavy that it weighs my hand down, so I don't wear it very often. But my friend Zena, who runs Magic Hour Tea, has a gorgeous smoky citrine ring, and I'm always envying her, and I'm like, I have a beautiful one, I should wear it, so I wore it today. Okay, cheers. It's big, honey. But I got big things for you tonight. Do you know the most beautiful ring, I think, in the history of SG? And Merlin was in here earlier.
Mm-hmm.
No one called you out, Merlin, but she was like, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Our own team thinks this ring is amazing, is in tonight's show. It's Spessartine Garnet. There's only 7 of them. Just, that is, for me, the showstopper.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to dive right in. Did I miss any of the rules? Happy birthday, of course, to Teresa. Anybody else celebrating birthdays? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
We're celebrating all of our Geminis. Okay. We have a set order, Lena, so I can't move it around because Team SG will freak out. And I don't blame them. This is complicated, but we'll get to it as quickly as we can. But I see you, darling. Okay. You ready? Oh, by the way, you have payment plans, Affirm, Afterpay, blah, 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 PayPal credit, all the things. So you can use that for your invoices, which is really cool. So if you see something you really want, but you're like, gosh, I'd love to divide that into separate payments, you totally can. Okay, I'm ready. You ready?
Yep. I'm actually going to move this over, though, so I can...
Thank you. I don't want that.
I can play the things.
Okay. You do the things, I move the things. Okay. It's always a story. Nita's birthday's coming up on the 10th. Yeah, baby. And look at that. Helena Villarreal said tomorrow is her son's birthday and 1 year of becoming a mom. Happy re-birthday to you, Mama. And Jen Cowell, her birthday was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
Happy birthday.
I love you, Geminis. You know why? There's a lot of reasons. You're so fucking smart. Do you know what the other reason I love you is? Because you talk a lot. And I do too. And I'm always in trouble for it. And Geminis stick up for me because they know you can't shut up either. Mm-hmm. We love you for that. Okay. Speaking of not shutting up, and speaking of why I can't shut up, I'm Greek, and we talk a lot, and this is from Greece. So we're starting with a giveaway of selenite. Now, this for me, I'm going to try not to spend 10 minutes telling you about this, but selenite comes from different places in the world. Robin knows how much I love the Greek selenite. This, to me, looks like a Spartan arrow or something.
It really does.
Almost like an arrowhead, right? And this comes from the Temple of Apollo, which was both above ground and below ground in ancient times. And so there's a whole underwater like cave system. And they found this minor deposit of selenite, which one of my mentors was responsible for that find. This was like 40 years ago. Anyway, there's hardly any of it left. It's terminated. This is what you open your circles and close your circles and do your magics with. Poseidon selenite, Tammy. Who knows? So anyway, if it feels like connected to you, I will just tell you, I gave my dad a piece. I had to, you know what I mean? Like there's just not a ton of this stuff, and I don't have a lot of stones from Greece. So it's just cool to give him something and say, this is actually, he's like, oh, I know where the temple is. It was just
that's awesome.
I know.
That story, him telling it would have just been amazing.
I know. I try to record all of his stories because there's a lot of them and they're all good. But anyway, I know. Jenny Keene said, I thought it was a 1. And guess what? I think it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. JenniKeane, Hane. You thought it was a sword. I thought it was your sword.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations. And, you know, like, people are like, can you get more of that? And I'm like,
I wish
that I could get enough of it to fill my...
I love it. It's like all phantomed all the way up.
Oh my God. Wait till you see it. You're going to hold it. And by the way, there's iron inclusions and other things. And there's an iron phantom line all the way through it.
All the way through it here. Phantom lines going up.
Which is why I think it reminds you of Fodden Quartz, because it has that growth line situation. Anyway, cheers. Congratulations.
Woo-hoo.
Rhonda's twins are turning 21 on June 17th.
Whoa.
And her hubby, she didn't mention her hubby's age, June 12th. I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter what our ages are. But isn't that cool that they were born so close to your husband? That's kind of sweet. They're like a birthday present to him.
I was born 3 days before my dad's birthday.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. It's really, really cool. When your kids are 17 and they're almost adults, it's a trip, right? I was helping my son with the draft of his college application essay. I know. And it came through. And, you know, I'm a writing teacher, so I was giving him suggestions for how to improve it. And I used to work in college admissions, so I know what they're looking for. But the whole time I'm like, I think you should make this change. Like I'm typing up my notes to him, and I'm like... So I posted on Facebook and I said I'm gonna attach a note to his application that says, by the way, he's Greek and he can live at home forever. And send the note with some baklava. By the way, he's Greek. He can just live with me if you don't admit him. It's totally fine. Your son's turning 26, Jessica Hicks. I know. No, I mean, it's just like, but seriously, I was like, I felt so great. I was like, but it's okay. You live with me. How long? Forever. Okay. Well, anyway, let's talk about stones. Actually, this, you want to take it away, Robin. This is such a beautiful offering. You did a lovely job with this.
So I love gemstone bowls, cups, bowls, everything.
Yes, we do need to say happy birthday to Karen Brown, by the way. Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday.
you. It's I have a little surprise for later, so I was kind of holding out for a second, but I do want to say happy birthday to Karen Brown. I didn't want to hold out any longer, but I have something special for Karen.
Oh, awesome.
I know. I just want to have a little like birthday shout out to her at the end. I know. Cheers and happy birthday, Karen. Love you so much. Okay.
I love Karen.
Go ahead. Yep.
So I love gemstone bowls, cups, everything. It's like one of my like soft spots. If I can turn it into a bowl or a cup, I'm gonna want to.
Yes, I know.
So when I saw these, I mean, this is quartz from Madagascar.
Yeah.
And just look at these bowls are big, heavy, like definitely like will knock you down if you
Yes.
drop it on your toe.
Yeah, don't throw that at anybody. Like they will not survive that attack. So yes.
Yeah, and so it's just absolutely beautiful. You can see all the wispy formations in there. And to me, whenever I have quartz like this where I can see that wispy formation, it really is like the angels are telling me a story through the quartz. And the more I look at it and just study it, the more the bowl tells me.
Yeah.
It's like history.
I think so too.
So whenever I have something like this,
We only have 20 of them, by the way.
Yeah, we only
of the
have
bowls.
20 of them. They're only $89.
Yeah.
And not only are you going to get this beautiful, solid, clear quartz bowl, to me, anything where angels are telling me a story, I want to give an offering to them. So for me, my offering is smudge and anything to burn.
Yes. No, I agree. And I will tell you, so we never get these quartz bowls. We've gotten them in other stones. We never get them in clear quartz. You're always asking me, can we get these? They're very hard to get. And if you do get them, the Madagascar is clear. Robin can turn it and show you. Like when you do get them and they come from other countries, a lot of times they're opaque. They're not like the really beautiful, good quality clear quartz. And this is a big, heavy dish. So part of the savings here is it would be like $20 to ship this to you. So when we say it's $89, you're really paying $69 plus proper shipping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would be that much to ship it to you. And then it's coming with your smudging tools, so that's where you're getting a little extra bonus gift. You will not regret getting something like this because you'll have it in your collection for the rest of time, truly. You could scry in this bowl. You could put water in this bowl and put this out in your garden. You could put your offerings. You know, I teach my students about sacred offerings. This could be your offering bowl. You can put salt in it and keep it on your altar, right? Which is super good for constant clearing. Like at the end of the day, taking your jewelry off and sitting it in salt. I've done that. I usually do that about once a month. Ashtray, you know what I mean? A lot of people like ashtrays. You need them, use them. So this would be a perfect ashtray too. I mean, can you imagine? Especially if you're smoking things that are good for your body. Like this would kind of, strengthen the properties of that. So I will tell you, online, look this up. Originally, Rachel, by the way, I had an obligation tomorrow, which has changed, but it only changed like Friday, so that's why my schedule was occupied tomorrow. So I apologize. Yeah, we normally are on Tuesdays, but anyway, look these up online. Like you'll find them for like $120, $150, because it's one huge piece of quartz that's been fully carved out and built into this bowl, and it's magnificent. So anyway, congratulations.
Yes, Stephanie, you can put charcoal in these bowls and to burn
Yes, you
herbs
can.
in. So it is safe for that. You're not going to damage the bowl by doing that.
If you get gunk on your bowl from charcoal, though, all you have to do is put some rubbing alcohol on it and wipe it with a warm towel and some dish soap, and it will come right out. It's not going to attach to your quartz. So even if it looks like it's burned, it's not. Or you put a little baking soda and vinegar, it'll come right out.
That or just some salt and a lemon.
Salt and a lemon. Yeah, salt and a lemon, baking soda, vinegar. Like those are mine, because I cook a lot and I burn shit on my pans all the time. I left one on too long night before last, and I had like barbecue sauce in a pan. Like,
Yep.
it's every cook's nightmare. And it was black. And I was like, oh no. And then I was like, vinegar and baking soda. And it's like a science experiment. So you can do that with quartz because it's strong and it will be durable for you.
Yeah, and so each one of these is going to come with a little intuitive smudging set.
Yep.
So you're going to get some smudge. I like this one that has the little rainbow rose petals on there.
We'll put good things in there.
This is an Ohm Palo Santo stick and a little Palo Santo cone just to get you started with whatever it is that you want to.
Those Palo Santo cones are my favorites, by the way.
Too.
I know we all love them. Like, if you ask Team SG probably what our collective favorite, other than bundles, is, it's probably the Palo Santo cones.
Yeah.
So anyway, enjoy. We love you guys. Yeah. It's big. Barbara, the bowl is 5 to 6 inches, but that's this way, and then you put it this way, and it's like a...
It's got to be like, what, 2 to 3? 3,
Yeah,
probably. 3.
3.
Yes.
3.
3.
Yeah. Okay. Cheers. Well, congratulations, everybody. Okay. So this spring, we went from something that we have a few of to something we have one of. So this is pink tourmaline with hummingbird that Robin's about to show you. It's gorgeous. And sterling silver, and all of the details are 14 karat gold. It's a trillion cut, which a lot of you know is my favorite. Mm-hmm. I really do love a trillion cut. It's just harder to cut, so that's why most stones are round. Mm-hmm. So if you want the sweetest little heart opening, which is pink tourmaline, and hummingbird, which is happiness and
So happiness, and it's
high vibration.
But it's also life.
Yeah.
It really is. To me, a hummingbird really represents life.
Yeah.
And that life force energy.
It's $289. Yeah, I always tell the story. My mom passed away in August, and that spring, I found a hummingbird that had died in a tree in my garden. It was so crazy, the timing of it. And then the spring after she died, there were 2 that were born and grew, and I saw them right before they flew away. I have a picture of them right before they left the nest, and they sat in their nest like this. Like, one's little beak was this way, and the other little beak was that way.
So cute.
So I'm like, I lost one the year before, but then like after she died, there were 2, and I thought it was such a beautiful metaphor for
She was sending it back. She was sending her
like
love
times
back.
2. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, my love is even stronger now, or I'm even stronger now. So
Congratulations.
yeah. Anyway, cheers, you guys. Oh, I love that. Jessica said my husband gifted me with trillion cut tanzanite earrings one Valentine's Day.
Oh, I want those.
And then you kept him forever and ever. Yeah. Tara Russo, you're going to make me cry. Come on, girl. Thank you for that. Very sweet. I love being a teacher and a mentor and a guide. And you guys teach me so much, too. I learn every day. I really do. Mm-hmm. We're all here to learn. So I want to talk about this stone, and I'm sure you have 9,000 things to talk about, too. And I want to just check on the lighting because I just want to make sure the color's coming through. It's beautiful, but this is blue aragonite. Mm-hmm. From Mexico, and it's from Chihuahua, Mexico, which is northern Mexico. A lot of you know Mexico is my favorite country outside the U.S. It's the best country, and but the northern part of Mexico kind of has my heart. There's Sonoran cuisine, which is my favorite Mexican food. I love all Mexican food, but I love Sonoran food. And so the whole region of northern Mexico is beautiful. It's a lot of it's really wide open, barren desert, but there's plant medicine out there, and really big medicine in that region, and so it's stunning, right? So aragonite, the blue aragonite, the phrase that I want to give you is illusion of confusion. Does it look good there? Okay. Illusion of confusion. A lot of us, when we're going through difficult times, we're confused.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know to go left or right or up or down.
Mm-hmm.
Best thing to do is stop, right?
Because you're afraid you're going to make the wrong step.
And you might. I mean, that's the shit of it, is like you might make the wrong choice. But sometimes it's because you don't see clearly, you know what I mean? Like you've bought into one thing or you bought into something else. So this removes the illusion of confusion so that you can see clearly, especially when you're in the thick of some challenges and trauma in your life. We never have clusters like this. They're 6 to 7 inches. I mean,
yeah,
this is a good sized cluster. These are $179. I have 5 of them. And so nurturing peace in your space, too. Like, if there's been trauma in a space, this is a really good space clearing stone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and I love it because since it is that natural cluster, it has so many little terminations going up and everywhere. So to me, it's putting that energy out in all those different areas. So it's really good for us, like a centerpiece type thing, like
It really
in the
is.
room, because that means it's just sending out that pure, peaceful energy.
Yeah.
And it brings in inner relaxation.
Yeah.
So when you're stressed and you're going
It's true.
through it and you're just so anxious and nervous, it lets you just take that breath.
It's a relaxation,
Mm-hmm.
like, but because when your space is peaceful, you become attuned to that
Mm-hmm.
vibration. I'm very protective of my home, and I love it when like my daughter's friend came over a week or two ago. And was like, I just love the way it smells here and the way it feels here, which is like kids' way of saying they sense a vibration, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that. This is one of those stones that will help you create that. I would keep it in a wide open space. Stones cast a vibration and they have a frequency. So the more open space there is around a stone, the farther that vibration will spread.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But the thing that's really cool is what actually helps give the blue color
Yeah.
in this stone is copper.
Yeah.
It's not so it's like it's not something that you would think would give that blue color, but it does. And because it's that copper that is in there, and copper is so conductive and so healing, it really aids to what this stone is helping you with.
Yeah.
Because it's conducting out those positive vibrations. It's conducting inner peace within you. And
Nita says it's relaxing her just looking at it.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, safe environment. You know, Janet, I think that's a good way of putting it. Like you walk into don't you know, like when you walk into a space, if you're safe or not? I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything in my body will tell me. And I've walked into spaces where people say that's not safe.
Yes.
Like, you know, and I feel safe. And then I've walked into spaces where people are like, this is so great. And I'm like, we're like looking for the exit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like, your intuition is accurate. But anyway, I love that. Yeah, Lori says, I love that everyone loves coming to my home. They always say they feel so peaceful here. And also just around me. Mm-hmm. It is a big compliment when people feel safe with you. Like when people tell me that, I always think that may be my biggest achievement in life is that when people feel safe.
Yeah.
And especially young people, because I'll tell you, we adults, and I'm sure, I mean, I don't know, but I think you feel this way. We adults, we know how to find safety now. We can defend ourselves. Kids these days with social media and the full access they have to everything, like finding peace and quiet and safety is much more challenging now. So think of yourself when you're working with crystals and when you're bringing them into your home. You are doing this for the people around you too. It isn't just for you. In fact, the universe may be guiding you to collect things or have things around you for your kids.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean? That tune them to a frequency, and you may not even know why you're picking a blue aragonite cluster or something, but it could be for that.
Exactly.
So, let's see. Somebody said Sally had a good question. Where's Sally? I don't know. I see quartz. I see she mentioned a quartz ball, but let me know. Cluttered areas of crystal can cancel each other out. Ironically, no. So this is, and it's a great comment and a question. You can imagine that where I live and where I work is quite cluttered with crystals. And what I've learned about crystals, and don't ask me how it works because I think crystals have an intelligence beyond mine.
Oh yeah.
They don't cancel each other out. They
work
synergize
with each other.
Yeah, they do. And it's almost like they like when I start working with you, I know what to do.
Yeah.
You and I don't have to communicate a lot.
Nope.
I move in, you are doing this, and we just like Robin and I do this. Crystals do that too. It's like carnelian jumps in with aventurine, and now you know it's to energize a new opportunity, or it's to facilitate fertility, or whatever. But they know what they're doing. That either makes me sound crazy as heck, or you totally know what I'm talking about.
No, I mean it is because
Yeah.
it's really accurate. And when you hold stones that, okay, you're reading about it and it's like, oh, these aren't supposed to work together, blah blah blah. But when you hold it, you feel that it works together, and you feel that energy,
Yeah.
and that's one of the things that I love to do by really studying the geological side of
Yeah,
it, is
yeah.
because come to find out, some of these things that aren't supposed to technically go together have the same trace minerals in there.
That's what I think is
They
so
have-
cool, and you often highlight that. You know, I mean, these are both silicate, or these are both whatever.
Exactly.
And it shows that your intuition in choosing what you think are two different stones actually
It's accurate.
is working. So yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, it's true. Stacey said it beautifully. You guys always do. It's all energy, and energy's all connected, and it is. One day, we'll all know this is true, and it'll be too late to tell each other. So then you guys, you'll be gone and I'll be here, or I'll be gone and you'll be here, and we'll be like,
Well,
They know the truth now. Okay, now I know. There's such gorgeous jewelry in the sale tonight. There's like 24 of these necklaces. This is and I don't know, because you have more of the Celtics, like, lineage stuff, so maybe you want to take the Triskelion conversation, because it's fun, and it's rich, and it's your lineage. But the Triskelion, this is a Triskelion pendant with rainbow moonstone, blue sapphire, and emerald. And it is such a power wheel. That's the, like, phrase that when I first saw this, because we designed this in-house at SG, like, power wheel is what came to mind. It almost felt like it was turning itself, or you would turn it, which is one way you could wear this pendant. But can you riff a little bit on this Triskelion?
of course. So, first of all, we only have 26 of them, and I'm going to tell you the price, because I'm about to go into a rant that I don't know if I'll stop
Can we get
anytime
this working?
soon.
Does Luis know about that, by the way?
Yeah. It's
okay.
up.
Oh, okay.
It's this one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just can't see the...
Yeah.
Okay.
They're working on it.
Oh, okay.
So,
sorry, go ahead.
So we only have 26 of them. They're $154. It is solid 925 silver with a gold plating over it, so you get that feminine and masculine balance, which is also goes along with the whole Triskelion meaning. And then having the rainbow moonstone, the sapphire, and the emerald in there really brings out other parts of it. So the Triskelion, because so it can be seen in art, and that the Triskelion is going to be these little three swirly whoops right there that are going around, and then it kind of like goes around.
Is that a very technical term?
It is. It's my very technical term.
Swirly whoop.
It's the swirly whoops. And so you can find this art and this symbolism in such ancient like paintings and drawings from ancient Celtic, Greece, Italy, Sicily, and the Norse all have used this, and they've used it before they knew other areas were using it.
That's right.
So they all had a version of it. They all had a meaning to it.
Yeah.
And they didn't know other people were using it. And to me, when you have a symbol like that, that means that it's something that came from...
Yep.
however you want to believe it. From God, from Mother Gaia, from just the energy of life itself. And so
my research says plant medicine, because they were all doing it in different places, and they were all seeing the same geometric visions.
Exactly. And that's why so there's 7 main aspects to the Triskelion. One is the cycle of life and death. So that's one of the meanings. So as it's constantly going, your whole energy and spirit is becoming to life, going through life, and then going through your death. And through your death, you're coming back around to be able to live your next life with the understanding and of everything you learned from that life before.
Yeah, and so in Greek we call this the fatas, right? There's a faith that pulls the thread of life, gives you life. There's a faith that measures the thread of your life, and then there's the faith that cuts your thread of life. So that's the triple. And I want to point out, I think these are almost gone, by the way, so I just want to point out one thing too on that triple thing. On the triple note, there's 3 Triskelions in here. There's a triple Triskelion. Do you see it? There's a Triskelion of the emerald, the Triskelion of the sapphire, and then the Triskelion of the moonstone. So it's like 3, the power of 3 times.
Over and over and over. So the second one is the 3 realms of earth, sea, and sky. And then it goes into the 3 aspects of time: past, present, and future.
Yep.
Then it goes into the 3 domains of earth, air, and water. The Trinity and of principles, and that's where what you put out comes back on you threefold.
Yep.
So make sure you put out positive, loving energy, and that positive, loving energy will come back to you even stronger.
That's true.
The spiral motion of it is a dynamic energy. And so what it's doing is it's building on each other. Each time it goes around, it's building and building and building like a snowball when you're like rolling it down. And then the 7th aspect is the connection to the divine and spiritual growth.
Yep.
So those are the 7 main aspects that you're seeing in here and that this represents. And it's those 7. The reason why I limited it to those 7 is because those are the 7 things that all were similar in the teachings of this symbol through all those ancient cultures.
Yeah.
There's some new ones, too.
And, of course, the Trinity in Christianity, too, right? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, which is pervasive, right? Almost every iteration of Christianity has that reflection too. And then a lot of you were saying like emeralds are very hard to find in general right now, especially light green emeralds. You'll find darker green that are kind of dyed, but these are natural emeralds. So congratulations. I'm glad you're getting one. There's rainbow moonstone, which are the sort of the triangular cut, and then there's 3 blue sapphires in the middle, and then there's the 3 emeralds in the middle, and emeralds all the way around.
Yeah.
Emerald, wisdom, discernment, loyalty, fidelity, strength, abundance. Sapphire, wisdom, but also intuition, right? Inner knowing. And then rainbow moonstone, manifestation, divine feminine, attracting versus ing.
Attracting possibilities and magic into your life.
Yeah, I don't like, my mantra is I don't like to beg, and I don't like to repeat myself. So if I have to ask for something twice, then I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like there's very feminine model of just like attracting.
Yeah, and then if you wanted to add an 8th, which some people do, but it's more of a newer ideal, is that maiden mother crone.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, always, the phases of the divine feminine. And then the masculine has that too, the prince, wizard, and magician, I think, or something. So anyway, congratulations to all of you who are getting them. I love that Sally's going to draw this in her book of wisdom. I think this is rad. I hope you took like a screenshot and you can recreate it. I think it's a fantastic inclusion, especially if it has anything to do with your soul lineage. Like you feel like you were always connected to the Celtic lineage, or your physical lineage connects you there.
I've got a tattoo on my back of one.
Yeah, there was a little Irish in my mom's mixed bag of tricks, so she always was very proud of that. Not as much as a lot of you have, but so now we're going to talk about cassiterite. Cassiterite is a very interesting stone. We have a lot of stones today that I think are important for your collection. We almost never talk about them because we almost never have them. And we only have 10 of these pieces, so I'm going to be quick about this one, but then invite Robin to dive in. Cassiterite comes from China, and she's going to walk you through the geology of it because it's pretty...
Do you want me to just jump in?
I actually wasn't having throat problems. It was weird. My voice feels scratchy. But what I want to say really quickly, but I'll leave it to her, is this is Earth Star Chakra.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't like your root chakra, which is still in your body. This is like connecting you to the core of the planet. That's exactly right. And so it's for courage through transformation, but it's like anchoring yourself into the earth and knowing that you're held by forces greater than your own. And sometimes we have to rest there when we don't have enough support in the physical world. We have to rest in that energy, right? So anyway, I'm going to let her take it away, but...
Yeah, so what actually makes this up is different than most of the stones that we have. And it's because it's a hard tin dioxide and iron combination. And hard tin dioxide is not something that comes across very much because tin is a softer metal. Yeah. So when you actually have a hard version of it is really, really rare.
You want hard tin.
We always want hard tin.
You walked into it, Robin. I didn't. I was just sitting here behaving myself well. Go ahead.
No.
If we don't go rogue at least once a show, y'all are going to get bored.
But yeah, so it's like that's one thing that's really cool is because this is an actual anomaly. You're not supposed to have this according to many sciences. You're not supposed to be able to have this. It's not supposed to exist. But it does. And so basically what it is the reason how it came to a harder formation of the tin is because the earth actually worked the stone. It worked the metals that were in here. And because it was put under so much pressure and so much heat, it work hardened the tin.
Isn't that... I kind of love it, Robin. You know what I mean? No, I so value that. Because I don't know about you, but I'm a visual learner, so I'm like listening to her and thinking about what would that actually mean?
Yeah.
And the fact that the irradiation process actually can result in a harder form of your metals. It's so interesting to
and
me.
It's like, considering this is in such a turmoil environment that when volcanoes erupt, this can actually rain down from the volcanic gas.
Well, that sounds scary.
Pelt.
Let's not recreate what it would be like to be hit with cassiterite while it's raining down on you.
No, but I think it's
No, I'm kidding.
I think it's so awesome that it's like this is definitely something that got so much like pressure and heat and everything to the point where the earth can't take it anymore and then gives it up to give it to the people.
I do want to say, Linda Evans, I see you. She lost her son a few days ago.
Oh my gosh,
You
I'm
can
so
read the comments in the feed.
sorry.
Just want to say, you know what? I think it's really cool that you're here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that pain, but I just want to say I'm really glad you're here. And like, if we make you laugh or we distract you or like just give you something in the background to have, I do know grief. So I just want to say I'm really happy you're here. I think it's very sweet. And sending your heart just so much love today.
I'm so sorry, Linda. I don't know what it's like to lose a child, but I lost my nephew at a very young age, and I didn't think I was going to get over that.
No, so we'll just sit with you today. But thank you for being here and being brave enough to share that, because then sometimes people also have had that experience and they'll feel safer being here or more comfortable because you're here too. So cheers. These are coming to you from China. These small pieces, 1.2 to 1.1 to 1.25. Sorry, when it like wraps around, sometimes my brain is like, we have 8 of those at $94, and then the 1.25 to 1.5 inch we have 2 at $104. Okay, so 1 to 1.25, $94, and 1.25 to 1.5, $104.
Yeah.
Linda, it would be a real treat for me if you wouldn't mind writing in to support.sagegoddess.com and just confirming your address so I can send you something. It'd be a real treat. And I bet the team would love to.
I would love to put
help.
Something together and send you something.
We're not gonna solve anything, but it might just give you something to look forward to. So it would be it would be a delight for me to coordinate that for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so congratulations on Cassiterite. You can comment on it now. So if you want it, just sold $94 if you want the smaller pieces. Now, Cassiterite also has other metaphysical properties I want to talk about. In addition to the confidence, courage piece and like anchoring you into the planet, it is really helpful for manifestation. What this is good for is for flipping the script.
Yeah.
So when you have to, when life forces you to change, and I'm thinking of Linda today because it's like, life is forcing her to change. When big change, little change, right? Any kind of change is challenging. And so sometimes you have to anchor yourself and go, okay, it's a test of what you're made of in a way. You know what I mean? How you respond, what happens in life you can't control, but how you respond is your responsibility. So I think this is like, how do we flip the script in order to respond to the challenges of life with grace and then manifest something new out of it? The best things I've ever done in my life, truly, including Sage Goddess, were born of some grief. And so I had to learn. I mean, when anything happens to you, you have a choice. Am I going to take this and make something? Am I going to perpetuate this grief and just be sad and stew in it, or am I going to take this energy and alchemize it because I'm an alchemist and learn how to make gold? And it doesn't happen right away, right? But everything good comes usually from some sort of grief. Even beautiful art. Think about music, right? Like if we didn't have some of these challenges in life, we wouldn't know how to take them in a new direction. Life changes us so that we evolve. So that's part of what Cassiterite is for me, is seeing the ability to create something new and beautiful out of a moment where you don't know.
Yeah.
And I've been in those moments, and you've been in those moments, like, am I going to make it? And it's like, yeah, you're going to make it. It doesn't feel like it right now, but shit, we're going to do it.
We're going to do it.
We're going to make it. Anyway, lots of love to you guys. And be friends with each other. It's nice. Like sometimes you guys meet each other in the feed on things like this and you have things in common. Open your heart to those connections, because through Sage Goddess, some people have found like they're super big besties in life, which is really cool. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm a soul matchmaker sometimes. Not accidentally, because I'm not actually doing it, but you're meeting each other here. So, okay. This is one of our super specially priced items tonight, and it's got such a story behind it, and it's a long story. I won't belabor the point, but I will say these are $56. We have about 4 dozen of them. That's the lowest price we've had them for before. This is Lemurian Blue Calcite, but it's the AAA grade, like the super juice, really beautiful blue. Lemurian Blue Calcite is a mix of blue calcite with aragonite, which is we talked about this before, right? you remember aragonite. In this case, it's kind of a brown aragonite. So those and the beige. So you see the lines of the aragonite. This one I think is a wishing one, isn't it, Robin?
It is a wishing one.
It's a wishing sphere. Has a line all the way
Got
around.
a line that goes all the way around.
Yeah. So so congratulations if you want. So metaphysically, first of all, Lemurian blue calcite comes from a very high elevation mine in Argentina. It's hard to get to. And it is one of the most beautiful stones I've ever seen. I've loved it since the beginning of Sage Goddess 100,000 years ago. It brings harmony, peace, contentment. Calcite in general is very tender as a stone. It attracts loving kindness to you. And the blue is all about like communication and expression, authenticity, supporting who you are, loving you for who you are. So anyway,
but it also unlocks the past life memories for those that have a tie to Lumeria. So when you work with it, especially these ones with the lines that are going through, when you go through it, just like a Lumerian quartz crystal, these lines will tell you a story, and it unlocks that, so you know. Yeah, one thing that I love about these stones is
look at the shimmer. Did you see that right there? Look what you did. What is that? What's going on over there, Robin? You see the sparkles?
Yeah.
That whole line. It's like a little bit of mic. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm like, holy shit.
So what that shimmer is that you're seeing is because the way how this was growing, the layers are so thin that the light is going through and refracting off and creating that shimmer.
Isn't that
so it's
beautiful?
not a mica.
No, it's just the
but
depth.
It's just the way how, and that only happens, this type of light play that you're seeing right here only happens in the high quality. You're not going to see it in a lower quality.
It's cool.
But you can really see inside the stone. But this is a calcium carbonate stone, and one of the big elements within the calcium carbonate that makes it is water. So that's why a lot of people like think this is almost an opal, which it is similar to an opal, but not quite. But because it has so much water content, that's the other reason why you're able to see through those thin layers.
That's really cool. So congratulations. Yeah, bedroom's good, desk is good, living room's good, kitchen's good. You know, anywhere you need to create harmonics.
This one's got a little heart on it too.
It's got a heart on. I said it has a heart on. If you heard something else, it's not my responsibility. Thank you, Krista. Heather was asking me if I believe in the whole light code trend. Can you tell me more about it? I've been seeing some stuff lately, so I don't know if I don't know what you're talking about because I'm not always up on the trends, but I'd like to know. I've seen some weird stuff. It was weird. My partner and I both saw stuff on our rings, light code on it, which is really weird. It's weird when you share a vision with someone that like, are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing, kind of thing? And I've seen them on my walls. I've seen them I have these beams in my house, and I've been seeing like, I'm just like in the middle of the day, like I'll just look up and I'm drinking my tea and I'm like, that looks like light code. So I don't know. I think we're kind of like moving dimensionally and starting to see more than we've seen before. Because clairvoyance is not really my strongest gift. I'm not super visual. Yeah. So when I'm visual, especially when I'm just in the middle of my day, you know what I mean? Like, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm more of the visual, like, and what I think is funny is the fact that I am completely dyslexic.
Well, but that could, I mean, you know.
And yeah, it's like, but I swear when I'm doing stuff, I see things out of the corner of my eyes, and it's like after I see that out of the corner of my eye, all of a sudden something pops, and I just know.
I mean, that's definitely spirit movement. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I do think there's some. I think this is the weirdest time to be alive because there's a lot of metaphysical shit going on right now. In case you're not aware of it, like a lot, and then nobody's talking about it. We're all just acting like everything's okay, and like, what'd you order on DoorDash today? And meanwhile, like, civilization is sort of crumbling, and the frequency of the planet is changing, and like, I mean, and I'm not just saying like anything even here domestic or political or anything. I'm just saying like we're on the edge of like completely being an entirely different civilization, and like nobody's talking about it. Everything's fine. So anyway,
we'll figure it out.
It's partly because our souls know what's happening, but like mentally there's no framework for this, so we're all just like hoping for the best. That's what I think.
I always just hope for the best.
You know, there's still Dr. Pepper. You know what I mean? Like
There's still root beer.
I hold on to the very basic things I need to be happy. I know. Anyway, okay, blue kyanite. Because if shit goes to hell in a handbasket, kyanite will balance your chakras. Take it away, Robin. I love this wand.
I love this wand. Any type of wand where you have a blue kyanite blade is, I'm going to be drawn to. I am going to immediately want it and hold it, and people might go, where did that go? And I'll be like, I don't know. No, I'm just playing. I can't ever do that. I'm so a karma-based person.
Well, but also Robin is very meticulous about, so it's kind of like funny to hear you say that because you're like the queen of like knowing what's down there and like where it is. But anyway, I do want to say I'm with you. This is $498, which is a really good price. It should be $698. So this is one of our special discount items for each night. This is an entirely handmade wand. All the impressions into the it's a copper-based clay are made by hand. This is rainbow moonstone for manifestation, blue kyanite for balance. And then you have a blue kyanite cabochon on the top there. It looks like a cat's eye.
Up here?
Yeah, with turquoise. And then that quartz cluster on the top is just crazy. It's like a little castle of light. Look at that. It's a Faden cluster. It's 8.25 inches. This, I will tell you, as a crystal healer, for me, something like this is just going to, because remember, that's what kyanite does. It balances the chakras. So you just want to once a day bring this through your field all the way to your, and then back up. Or just lay it, over your heart chakra, which is chakra 4. So that will open the top 3 and the bottom 3. That's all you need to do. But as a crystal healer, to be able to have this as a tool. And then I want to tell you, it's African kyanite. How do you know? The line.
Yeah.
It ain't all African. Love Brazilian kyanite. African kyanite is green and blue, you see, with the line. The point on this blade alone is worth about $300 to $350.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
Especially with that dark, dark blue line down the middle.
So please, that's what I was saying. If I had priced this one, I would have priced it at $698. So the fact that it's $498 is kind of a gift to one of you who is a crystal healer and does not have an appropriate tool for your balancing work. That is the ultimate tool.
Yeah, and it's like one thing I really like about this is the way how it was so intentional when it was built.
Yeah.
Because the blue kyanite itself here is so not only just balancing, but it's also, it helps it so you can express your highest truth very clearly and openly. So it helps you get out what it is that you need. Then you have your rainbow moonstone, which is just another one of those stones where the light's going through those thin layers and refracting back those colors.
Ooh, Allison got it.
Yay, Allison, congratulations.
Wait, is that official? I didn't fuck that up, did I?
You made me get on the
Let
bandwagon.
me put it back in my mouth.
You made me get on the bandwagon.
It may be Allison.
The rainbow moonstone represents possibility, magic,
it does.
fulfillment. And then the turquoise up here is a copper-based mineral, and it is for soul strengthening. So it's just, all of these were chosen with such intention.
It's true. No, and made in Bali, like it's incredible. It's incredible. The workmanship, but then the combination of the stones is exactly what you want. You want to manifest balance and expand that energy. Like that is your alignment wand par excellence. So
it just makes you feel good when you lay it on your chest.
Yeah. BK wants big balls. I like them too. We will big balls are not immediately coming to mind. I have big pointy things. Is that going to scratch your itch? Okay, yeah, Allison's waiting too.
For some big balls?
Bless America. No, she's waiting to see about her wand. Wands and balls, everybody. Welcome to the Sage Goddess Gem Show. Anyway, congratulations, you guys. Okay, I know. Well, I love that. Suze Go says, I'm 14 over here tonight. Oh yeah, we did have blue balls.
I wasn't going to touch that one.
Yeah, this is the best lip gloss on the planet. This is Almay Goddess gloss. I don't sell this, but I swear to God, it's just the best on the planet. It's not sticky. I'm very picky.
Oh, Allison!
Yay, Allison, we can announce it. Okay, now we get to talk about even more fun. Everything tonight is so beautiful. This is my favorite meditation stone. And a lot of you come to Sage Goddess and you're like, I want to learn how to meditate, or somebody's told you to meditate and you're like, yeah, but your monkey mind, the chitter chatter. Barite has a very high specific density, so it's a very heavy stone, but the energy of it, even though it's usually in the white, clear, gold, blue, this is the golden barite, which is my favorite. The blue is sometimes more expensive, but I love the gold for me personally, because it just stabilizes my solar plexus. It's almost, I think of it like an umbilical cord, and it's like plugging into, now I can't hold these for very long. Barite makes me crazy, and it did it to Alexis too. I don't know if you have that experience with barite. It's a really cool, first of all, it's cubic, and it grows with pyrite, which is also cubic. And so you can see the little pyrite crystals all over it, but the big cluster has it's like cubes on cubes on cubes.
Yeah, you can full on see that cube formation right there.
We only have 10 pieces of this, by the way. The 4 to 5 inches that we're calling small are $124. And the 7.5 inch, that's your one piece that you're going to get, is $299, which is a really good price. You do not want me to sing for you. But yeah, so I like that. Heather says blue barite calms her down in meditation. This one strengthens me in meditation, and it helps me tune out the noise, because my life, like your life, is very busy. Like, I love people who can sit for 3 hours and just meditate and tune the world out. I can never do that.
No.
So I need to get in like a power 5, you know what I mean? Like power 10 minutes or something, and really get the downloads and move on. So if you haven't worked with barite before and you're like, I don't know if I'm good at meditation, and barite, including these pieces, largely comes from Morocco.
Yeah, so these ones are from Morocco, and I absolutely love it, because to make a barite like this, the earth had to use iron oxide or sulfur, so it depends. Sometimes it has more iron oxide, sometimes it has more sulfur, and that's where the color range comes from, and sometimes you can even see that color range on a single piece. And that replaces the calcium that was in the stone as it was forming.
That's cool.
So this has calcium in it. That's how it started out. And then it's got the iron or the sulfur, sometimes both.
Can you turn the cluster just a little bit that way so they can see that side? Because it's a really cool, since they're getting that exact piece while you're talking, but there's so many like lines of the terminations. It's amazing.
And right here is a really good way to show where it's like when you have more of that yellowy in there, that is going to be a higher amount of the sulfur. Whereas if it's going to be more of like a lighter barite, it's going to have more of that iron. So that's a good way to kind of tell the difference.
Yep.
And it's just, it really does make you fly.
So somebody, Christina Goltare, hi Christina, she's asking, why is barite so buzzy? I think it's part, because I've been wondering that too, right? Like we're talking about the geological makeup. There's nothing specifically in the geological makeup that should explain it, but the region where it's from is known to, they don't use the word vortex, but to have a very unique frequency that's very grounding, where they mine the barite in Morocco. And I've had several conversations. So that's what I'm learning about the region, specifically where barite grows, is that the ground itself, it's like you can feel a difference. If you've ever been to a vortex, there's one here where we live in Redondo Beach, where like the tides change and stuff, and it's a very specific area. When you walk the beach here, you can feel when you're in one part of the beach or the other. That's kind of what barite is in the region where it is in Morocco. You can feel the vibrational difference between where outside of that mine area and inside of it.
Yeah.
So,
I love it. You can actually see the cubic formation of the pyrite here.
We love us some cubic pyrite.
And then
so congratulations, you guys.
This one has a little bit of a rainbow pyrite on the bottom as well, and a little hole through it.
Look at that. It is. You can see different colors in the pyrite, which is not common, by the way. Usually rainbow pyrite is Russian. So when you see a little bit of the rainbow, sometimes Peruvian, sometimes Moroccan, you'll see.
Sometimes in Indonesia, too.
Sometimes in Indonesia. But it's not common. Usually your pyrite is gold. But that is a natural. It's not like an aura treatment. And then it's cool because you can see the blades of the barite. So even if you're not buying it, I hope you see how beautiful it is. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the point is Rat Beach is where the vortex place is.
I love Rat Beach. That's my favorite beach.
Rat Beach. It's funny because my boyfriend actually had a full experience being out in the ocean in it when he was in high school. He swam out too far, and then he got he's like, I got into this swirl, and he had trouble getting himself out. And the lifeguard, it was too far out. He was really worried about being able to get out of that. So and when we were talking about the vortex place, it's like, I swear to God, that's exactly where I went too far. And I was in this like cyclone. There's a word for it where you pulls you in and down. So anyway, it's like right at Rat Beach between.
I didn't even know that, because it's like, that's the beach that I went to my whole life growing up.
Oh.
And that's actually where I taught surf lessons all the time. And for me, between different surf lessons that I would teach,
She can teach you to surf.
I would paddle out like really far, and I would just lay there on my board, like on my back, looking up, and you could just feel.
Yeah, he
that
did
energy.
that too, and then I got real fucked up. I was like, I was just like way out there. I mean, like he's a serious athlete, right? So I mean, it wasn't like somebody who didn't know his way around the ocean. So whirlpool. Anyway, he was in a riptide. Okay, so congratulations on your barite. Undertow. I don't know any of these words. I just, I'm like, this sounds so much like, what's that awesome movie with Keanu Reeves? I'm like, this sounds like...
Point Break?
Point Break. Point Break, Red Beach. Which Point Break, I think, was filmed at Red Beach, was it not?
I don't know.
Am I making up stories? Anyway, okay, elongated ring here. Alert. Why does that matter? Because if you have small fingers like me, I love a longer, bigger ring. It makes my little tiny fairy fingers look not so fairy. And this one we love. This is, you've seen me wear this ring so much. Isn't this gorgeous?
I love it.
This is Rainbow Moonstone with Tanzanite and Labradorite. Those are all Tanzanites, y'all, all the way down the shield. I had a sample of this, and so you've seen me with it a while ago. I think I showed it to you, like, I don't remember when. Bonnie would have to tell me. So we have 23 of these. They're $78 each. This is manifestation, new beginnings, and your own wisdom and intuition. It's like, it's the ultimate goddess ring. When I look at this, I just think goddess all the way.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, it has that kind of goddessy energy to it, that flow. This is just for Sage Goddess. It's adjustable. It is in sterling silver. Someone asked us earlier about if our jewelry is sterling silver. There's no jewelry in the sale that is not sterling silver. That's just what we do for these live shows. So everything that you see here is sterling silver. Yeah. So congratulations. I think it's gorgeous. Yeah, everybody wants your skull ring.
I know.
It's so badass. Like
I love it.
I want it too.
Oh,
You can't have it. It's hers.
My husband bought it for me.
I know. We love us a Daryl and his very excellent gifting. He gets full creds.
He does. He is one of the best like gift givers.
There is gold over the sterling silver, so you are seeing a two-tone. Yeah, so I just want to point that out. But it is sterling silver,
and it is antiqued, and I love me an antique silver.
Can I try it on?
But that means I have to take it off.
Yeah, but you've got. Listen to me. You've got other stuff, lady.
Oh, like you can talk. Look at this.
Listen, isn't that cool? By the way, bracelet I've never taken off from this show as well. I love. It's so cool. If you got my my Egyptian bracelet, my Isis bracelet, then that ring is like the total compliment.
I love it because it's like labradorite is so cool, and this ring you can wear anytime because the labradorite is the stone of the new moon. And then Rainbow Moonstone is a stone of the full moon. So you can wear it during any moon cycle and be able to be completely lined up with what is going on.
Yes, this is citrine. Everybody was noticing it today. I've worn it at home, but I haven't worn it to work. But yeah, I actually got it from a Goodwill auction. And it is a smoky citrine in gold, which is really crazy. And like a long time ago. But I just haven't worn it. Long time ago, meaning like, I don't know, a year and a half ago. But I really loved it. And I got it at a crazy price because they didn't know what it was. So I just paid what they asked. I was like, look what I found. So congratulations. Yes, Jessica, I do know what a labradorite is.
Me?
Yeah. We are people who have the inability to say no to labradorite. So it makes us a little slutty for it. And that's
so
okay.
pretty.
It's very pretty. I don't know how to transition now to Columbianite. But we should. Columbianite is one of the coolest. There's lots of stories. I'll tell you what, my piece on Columbianite, and then she can share with you hers. And again, without giving you like the 19-hour college lecture, there's a family of non-stones called the tektites. Okay, and the tektites don't obey the laws of nature because they are formed usually from volcanic activity. In this case, this is a pseudotektite, the Columbianite. So this is not, Columbianite is not technically a tektite because it didn't come from a volcano, but it always has to come from immense pressure and heat. This is called, and there's lightning involved, so this is known as the Piedra de Rayo too. So this has a whole lineage about, and it's also known as the Chintamani stone, which is a wish-fulfilling stone. Although Agni-monatite is also called the Chintamani stone. Which comes from Indonesia. They're both called that. So I don't know. I mean, are they all fulfilling your wishes? But those are the only two tektites I've ever heard of in my life referred to as wish-fulfilling tektites. Like, nobody refers to moldavite that way. Nobody really refers to Libyan gold that way. So I've heard both times. It is buzzy. It is magic. And in Colombia, it is thought to be a talisman of shapeshifters. So that includes like shaman, medicine people, people who take others through plant ceremonies. This is thought to be one of their tools that they work into amulets to be able to help them cross the veil of consciousness. This is a crazy price for these because it's 40 to 50 grams for $99. You'll find about 70 grams online for $500 to $600. So this is the largest Columbianite we've ever offered you at like the craziest price, but we only have 38 of them. So if you want one, you got to jump in there.
Yeah, I was so happy I was able to get approval for doing it for $99 because I was like, I want you guys really to feel this. It's so amazing.
Yeah, Stephanie, there is, by the way. It's amazing. Yeah, it's super buzzy. Yeah, they want to see the light through it. We should. Do you have a flashlight over there? I have my little magic tray. That isn't a magic tray. I call it.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, that's good. So look at the lines and the formation, right? Like it's hard to describe to you the energy of a tektite if you haven't worked with it. But here's the cool thing for me, and I tell people this too. A piece of moldavite this size is going to cost you what? Your firstborn child and your mortgage, right? So this is as buzzy for me, as powerful for me as moldavite at a fraction of the cost. So you get all the energy of a really powerful tektite for a more affordable price because... and I'll tell you why. I think it's mostly because people don't talk enough about Columbianite. Yeah. It's not like there's more available of it. It's not like it's not as special. But and it's super buzzy. I just think it hasn't gotten the same TikTok,
Yeah, exactly. And you can tell, like, for me, when I end up sitting here and not really speaking, and it's because I have been holding buzzy stones for too long and I'm stuck in my head.
She's a buzzerman right now.
And I really have been after the barite and then this. I've just been sitting here going.
So congratulations. Yeah.
But this is, what's really cool is this type of tektite is actually an amorphous stone.
Yeah. That's why we call it that, because it doesn't obey like the traditional crystal structures. Yeah, it's like us.
I don't like rules, but it makes it so it's less encumbered and by its form and definition. So when you use it, it really opens you up to be less encumbered by what society thinks you need to be. Because guess what? Don't let society tell you who you need to be. Let yourself tell you who you need to be.
Preach it, Robin.
Oh, I will.
Tell me more about how to buck the rules.
Well, I went to Knott's the other day, and I was me being me. I had one of my metal shirts on. I think I was wearing my Arch Enemy shirt. I had my shades on that look like bats.
I love those glasses.
And I was wearing like fishnet stockings and my boots and like torn up jean shorts. And the guy that was like checking people like there, he looks at me and goes, I wish I could be like you. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, just not afraid to be who you are. And I was like, well, thank you.
Yeah.
But this stone will help you do that.
Yeah. Well, this is the month, too. Pride Month always makes me feel like I can wave my weird flag. My different flag.
Exactly.
By weird, by the way, I mean it in the traditional sense of wise.
Yeah.
That's where the word weird comes from. Is wisdom. Anyway, cheers, you guys. It's a chonk alert. You want to know about the Lemurian blue calcite spheres? Do we have any of those left? I think those might be gone. We have 2 of the blue aragonite clusters left. Yeah. If you remember, we talked about peace and like tranquility in your space and all of that with the blue aragonite. So those, we have 2 of those left. But yeah, and then the Triskelion pendant, we have 8 of them left.
Whoa.
Yeah, I really, if you're looking for a powerful amulet, especially if you have any of that lineage, it's $154. That's all we have of the triple Triskelion. So,
Yeah.
yeah, happy Pride, y'all.
Yes,
I'm a member of
happy
your
Pride.
community, so I'm very proud.
Happy Pride. We love you.
Yep.
Everyone is accepted in my view, and I know in your view, and
Love is love, y'all.
exactly.
It sounds trite, but it's really not.
It's
So
not.
congratulations. Is sterling silver chain on hollandite with spinel necklace?
I
Yes.
still have mine on.
Yes, it is. Aw, I love it. Anna, I always like to call you Anna Santana because it just rhymes, but is wishing us happy Pride from San Francisco. Cheers,
Oh, thank
darling.
you.
Okay,
I
what a great place to be celebrating Pride.
just wanted to
8 of those
show the
left.
Triskelion again.
Yep. The blue aragonite is, let me go back and tell you correct information, $179.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and I have 2 of them left. That's it. So congratulations. Happy for you. Okay. Now,
Let's see if we can move these.
I have really big, hard, pointy things to show you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not even touching them. These are holy shit amethyst points. I have one small, 6 inches, $229. Can you just show them that? This is $229. Shipping for free in the U.S. and for $5 outside the U.S. Now, before we even go into this, I want to tell you, imagine the clusters that these points came from, right? Points get shaved off of clusters. So the cluster that this came from would be the size of this room. I mean, these are huge points. We never have points this size. Amethyst, peace, balance, detoxification. There's other mineral inclusions too. This one has some pink on it. There's a pink phantom on this one. Like, holy shit.
I have
Pink phantom.
So it's like Athena was actually asking me earlier, what are all the inclusions that are in here? And I said, I still have yet to find all of that out.
No, it's crazy. These are from India, by the way. And the fun part about Indian amethyst, to 9-inch are $2.99. I have 3. Yeah. And then the 9 to 10-inch, I have 2 at $3.49. I mean, I don't even know what to say.
It doesn't even fit.
They can go in the water fountain or your pool. Yes, they can. Amethyst sometimes will fade a little bit outside, but I'll tell you, I've had amethyst outside forever, and it's still absolutely perfectly gorgeous.
Look at this phantom formation on this one right here.
Yeah. Do you see it's like a cathedral inside that stone or on top of that stone?
So this one here actually had a growth interruption right here on this side that stopped it from the pure amethyst that was forming and added in all these extra inclusions on that side there. And if you look here,
it's either rose quartz or it's pink amethyst because it's not clear.
It's not clear.
That phantom is not clear.
It's
beautiful.
Definitely looks pinky to me, but it doesn't look like a full rose quartz.
No, but it's pinky. I don't know, y'all. I mean, here's the thing: we can't tell you for sure what the inclusions are, but we're giving you like our good eye guess.
And then I wanted to show you right here on this one. Look at the celestial formation starting to form. So this is a very, very baby start of a formation of that celestial.
Isn't that beautiful? And then polished, which is kind of cool because you don't normally get to see it's almost like a cross section of the celestial. That's really cool. Could it be lepidolite? Potentially. I mean, here's the thing: these are good guesses because lepidolite does grow where amethyst grows. So honestly, it's just fun to show them these. You know what I mean? Where are you going to find things like this? It's impossible. The price is crazy. I mean, the shipping alone should be $1 bajillion. So that's all we have. This one of the small at $229, 3 of the medium at $299, and then there's 2 of the large at $349, and that's it.
This one here, I wanted to show you, has a full-on red inclusion right there of almost pure hematite.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That is rad. And I kind of like that they didn't polish that. It would have been pretty to see the border of those 2 together, but so congratulations. Tina got which one did she get? It says $349 TMSG on my sheet for the largest one, so I just want to make sure that price is right for Tina for the largest. Are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Oh, do I have the prices wrong?
Did it go wrong?
They're saying $4.49, so I just want to make sure I'm seeing the right.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I have $2.29, $2.99, $3.49. That's what Robin and I have. TMSG, just so you know. Okay. Oh no way! Xena said, "Hi Xena. Was watching on Facebook. Just found you on YouTube. How cool is that? Thank you for coming over to
Awesome.
YouTube. I love
Hi.
it. Welcome in. That's so cool."
But
Yay.
I am in love with these amethyst points.
Amethyst is a hug, and I always say it was my mom's birthstone and my grandma's birthstone. So it's like if you're an Aquarian crazy lady.
If you bought this large one, I'm sorry, but I've been hugging on it.
Yeah, sorry. I did no stones were licked in the process of putting this show together, but can't promise you we didn't hug it. All right, so congratulations. Welcome in. We're so happy you're here. And, if you are new or just jumping in, we like to entertain you too and teach you too. So even if you're just here to hang out and learn, we love that. Be our friends and hang out. So yeah, Team SG will confirm the pricing. I just want to make sure. You're an Aquarian rising crazy lady. Irene. I always say how can I be totally sane? I was raised by crazy Aquarian women, but they're also the strongest women I ever met. Truly, I think I'm strong, but I pale in comparison. Okay, now we're going to talk about something really fun from our design bath body part of our world. And we're going to move big ass honkin' chonkin' amethysts out of the way. Is what we're going to do.
This is the time when I'm happy I am very strong.
Luis, would you grab my phone from my desk too when I come back? Thank you. Yeah. I love Aquarians. You just do it. You do it different. I've always been friends with Aquarius folks because we understand each other. One of my best friends in the world is an Aquarius, and I don't have to explain anything to her.
I love Aquarius. I get along with them so well.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause
My
I go weird, you go weirder.
one of my nieces is an Aquarius, and she is 8 now. And oh my gosh, the conversations we get into.
I'm always like, how low can you go? Do you like my new part? I did. I changed my part, and I'm really excited about it.
I like it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. It feels different, and I'm really happy about it.
I like it.
I was going to cut my hair, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to cut my hair, but I need to change. And I flipped my part, and I was like, that's all I needed to do. Okay, take it away, Robin.
So, I got completely, inspired by the
It might be in my purse. Do you mind checking? Is that weird for you?
by our apothecary
It's
classes.
not weird for me.
And with that, I wanted to give you guys a little. This is a completely intuitive apothecary set.
Yep.
So everything in it is going to be something different. Everyone's going to get something different, something new. And so to me,
It's like a surprise bag, kind of.
but it's only herbs and body butters and Palo Santos and smudges and
And
perfectness.
worth, I think, because it's $69. We're only doing 40 sets, but it's worth, I think, $100 at least.
So for the ones that I was putting together, and I was averaging about $114 per set, and we are offering them to you guys for $69.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So she's gonna do this for you like she normally does.
For the surprise bag, and in this one here, these are this one. If you were to get this one, that it's integrate herbs that have clove, myrrh, and Artemisia. Again, dyslexic. If I can't read something, I can't read something.
No,
Okay.
but that is clove, myrrh, and artemisia is every sacred tradition is represented there, which is really cool. That's why we call it integrate, because it's about pulling your energy together. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be disappointed. That amber rose and oud body butter is like sex in a jar. Magica Luna Mist was the original Magica Luna perfume that I made in San Francisco back in the day, which is super beautiful. It's Ylang Ylang and Lily of the Valley. It's very feminine, lunar. The Middle World incense is all about how to change the planet, right? The Middle World in shamanism is earth, so how you manifest. And then the bundle. So
Yeah.
Nobody makes little sets like her, so enjoy. What's gonna be fun is it's gonna expand their apothecary at home or wherever they are. But with stuff that they may not have known that they wanted or needed.
Exactly.
And it might be stuff for other people or stuff that they need to work with that they don't need yet, but you're adding it to your collection now for a reason.
Exactly. So I was, like I said, I was inspired, and I wanted to do something that was just, apothecary based.
Yes.
So.
No, you did a great job. I think it's beautiful.
I am going to be honest. I'm still learning a lot about the whole apothecary thing, the oils, the herbs, and stuff like that, because it's not my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But I've been watching the classes. I've been taking notes. Because I want to learn and have grow into that.
Well, yeah, and she's a really gifted gardener. You're a very gifted landscaper. So it's like she has a natural ability to grow things. And if you do too, but you don't know a lot about how to work with healing herbs and stuff, that's what I was telling you at the beginning. This is not a hard sell when I say this. You should join my online programs for June at least. And then, because we haven't started yet, we start Wednesday, so you have plenty of time. We'll get you in the Facebook group. But the teaching this month is going to be so amazing. And, but anyway, if you want to dip your toe in, this is like the perfect time to do it. Mid-year too, so you can be with us through the second half when all the really powerful, and then we go into sort of the darker months. There's a lot of good stuff coming.
I like
so congratulations, y'all. Love the darker months. Okay, corkite.
I love it.
It's not the sexiest name in the world, but she'll tell you why it's named corkite.
So corkite is awesome.
Yeah, it metaphysically it is sexy. It's just like corkite, but it comes from Cork.
So
County Cork, isn't it County Cork?
County Cork, Ireland is where it was found. So far, Ireland is the only place where they have found it.
Yes.
So, and I mean, it's so rare to have a stone from Ireland.
Yeah, a lot of you have Irish Celtic lineage, and you're always like, what's from Ireland? And the answer is usually nothing. Because Ireland is not necessarily a mineral-rich area. It's rich in other things, right? I mean, lots of other things, but not necessarily mineral-rich. So it's really cool to bring you something from Ireland, because so many of you have Irish lineage. And what's interesting is this is a dual mineral, because corkite grows with goethite or goethite, depending on how you pronounce it, and goethite is for trauma healing and trauma responses.
Yeah.
And then the corkite, Robin was explaining.
Yeah, so it's a phosphate mineral. It's really heavy in iron. These are a lot heavier than you would think when you go to lift them up.
I do want to show you this side of this one, because it's there's a whole little situation happening over here. Yeah. Look at this. You're holding a piece of Ireland in your hand. Isn't that cool?
So corkite is a rare mineral, and it's often found in oxidization zones near hydrothermal base metal deposits. Yeah, how many hydrothermal base metal deposits do you find?
That's hot metal. In case, yeah. It's your hot metal, honey. But let me tell you, so first of all, we have very little of this, and I'll let Robin riff, but there's only 16 pieces. So the 1 to 2 inch, I have 4 of them at $74, 2 to 3 inch, 6 of them at $84, 3 to 4 inch, I have 4 at $94, and then 5 to 6 inch, I have 2 at $104. So one of our only Irish stones, honestly, ever. And it's really cool to bring it to you as a hybrid, because you're getting the metaphysical of calming and balancing your emotions. Also helps to help you manage toxic environments. So if you're in an environment at home or at work or anywhere else where you feel very stressed, this is going to mitigate some of that, help to calm you and stabilize you.
Yeah, and exactly. I love it because it's not only was it named after where it was found, why it's called corkite, but if you look at it, kind of resembles cork too.
It does.
If you took a close-up macro image of cork and expanded it.
Right here. Do you see that? Where my finger is? It looks like, almost looks like the spirit vine too.
It does.
Yeah, it reminds me of
really
that.
does.
Like the little flower formation.
But yeah, so this can also be found associated with minerals such as pyromorphite, malachite, and limonite, and quartz.
Can you imagine malachite in that?
Oh my gosh, that'd be so beautiful.
Congratulations. There's no malachite that I see in these, but yeah, congratulations. Yeah, I love that for you, Stephanie.
So you guys can have a little bit of a closer look. Look at all those.
Solstice is a good time to manifest.
Yeah, look at all those druzy little pieces in there.
That's your goethite, honey. So congratulations. Yeah, there are certain stones, and limonite too is really good for stress relief. And minimizing, the ups and downs. So anyway, it's a really good stone for that. I always recommend goethite or goethite for PTSD. Really good for healing past trauma, not just current trauma, because a lot of that you carry in your bones, right? So yeah, it's a mixture of the quarkite with the goethite, and then she gave you the list of like the secondary minerals that can also grow with it. Okay, congrats.
It's green there.
Oh, it is. That would be the limonite.
That would be the limonite. Let me show you really quick.
Yeah, that would be that. So Erica, are you seeing? Isn't that cool? Because limonite is that kind of like yellow green. It's a very like spriggy, greeny. You see it sometimes in shaman dreamstone, but it's cool to see it in a different formation from an entirely different part of the world too, right?
Yeah.
How do we figure out what the metaphysical properties are? Well, I've just written a ton of books about it and been studying it for a long time. I'm a little bit of a walking encyclopedia about it, but I've just been researching these stones all my life. So I bring that to you, but also we also try to give you like our take on how we feel when we're working with it too.
We do, and one of the ways how I go about it is I study what is inside of it.
Yeah.
So I take what's inside of it and I understand what that does metaphysically and scientifically, and so then I take that and I put it together and I mold it together, and then I'm like, okay, so now it's a mix of this, this, this. Those basic elements mean this, this, and this.
Yep.
Now I'm using it, and this is what's happening for me.
That's right. So yeah, and then you're gonna have your own experience too. So what I always teach people is, take the collected wisdom, because about some stones we've been learning about these stones for thousands of years, right? If you ever want to learn more about the history of stones, I wrote a book called Crystal Lore, Legends, and Myths, and then about a year and a half ago I published the Crystalpedia Encyclopedia. And you can find both of those on Amazon. But so there's so many stories to tell, and I am a storyteller. I love telling the stories. But yeah, so you can go into the geology, to Robin's point, and pull it apart and look at the individual metaphysical, which is awesome. And you can also look at the overall history of the stone itself, which often includes all of that within it. So yeah. Now, this is cool. You're wearing one too.
I've been wearing one because
cute.
I liked it, so I put it in.
Yeah. I love this.
I love this. I love hair accessories. I have a lot of hair, but my hair's so heavy, I can't really do much with it.
Yeah.
Because it pulls curls out.
Yeah, mine too.
It's like I can't put too much of it up because then it just pulls whatever I have out. But so I like to accessorize it with other things.
So, and Stephanie's asking a great question. So if you have fine hair, I have long but fine hair, and so what you're going to do is what Robin does, which is make a little cutie pie bunzer, and then you're going to stick your pin through your bun, and it's so pretty on her. It literally looks like, can you see this? It looks like a halo for her bun. Sorry, I don't mean to pull your hair, but she has the most beautiful hair. So she puts her hair in this little bunlet, and then she puts the pin through it, that would hold even in fine hair. That would hold.
Oh yeah.
She has so much hair that she takes the very upper third of it, and she does that. For finer hair, you'd probably wrapping your whole hair in a bun and then using that.
Yeah.
So these are $33. Originally they were $45. It's a little copper crystal hair stick, and it has sunstone charms. Those are real stones.
And look at the quality of that sunstone.
It's so pretty. Like, these are very sexy, pretty things for your hair. And I always say, like, when I'm putting on jewelry, like if I have a long necklace, sometimes I'll wear it down my back, because I always think people experience you from the front, but they also experience you from the back. Like, you know what I mean? And so it's like how you adorn yourself, that you might say, well, I'm not going to see it because my bun is in the back or whatever, but from behind you, it's beautiful. And in ancient times, we did that. We had chest, chains and shoulder chains, and we had neck chains and headdresses, and like we really adorned differently than we do now, where everybody wears sweats to school and doesn't put pretty things in their hair. So we're trying to get you back to a time where we did fancy Nancy things like hairpins.
Yeah, and I love it. Like, I'm always on the hunt for different hair accessories.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
but you can't find them with stones. You know what I mean? Like, I find cute things sometimes,
but it'll be
on
like
Amazon,
rhinestones, which are fine, but it's not
that.
It doesn't have the energy of the stone that's with it.
And sunstone is all about leadership, by the way, strength, empowerment. But it really is the only gem and mineral in the mineral world that we specifically talk about in the context of leadership. And it's not just like leadership isn't leading other people, it's about leading yourself and leading your family, which as I get older I realize that's my most important leadership role, right? So anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to kick you, but congratulations.
Yeah, but so that what, especially this one in the middle, that is an actual small piece of confetti sunstone. And the thing that's really cool about that confetti sunstone is it's a feldspar, but it has inclusions of hematite in it, and that's what's giving you that little shimmer all through it.
Party.
So, but it also, it's not just for leadership, which it is strongly for.
It's metal, by the way. It's not wood. Yeah.
Yeah. But the sunstone also helps you recognize and manifest your own potential.
Can you show them how to take it out
Of
the
course.
thing? Yeah.
So it's really nice because this side over here is stuck. So you're not having to worry about it. This is the side here where it's like you just pull this off, and this is what you're going to stick through your hair. And then it's just got a little coil here, and you just
put it back on.
I've had this one in my hair all day, and it's not fallen out. It's not gotten loose. It's not anything. So these are definitely really good for an all-day wear.
It's very goddessy. You know what I mean? It's very goddessy. And I'm a more is more girl. I want all the things.
Yeah, and so it's like I like it because even if I was going to put all my hair up, which is really hard for me to do, this would still fit through my large bun.
Yeah. Yeah, it is nice that it's, and if you have a smaller bun, a little mini bun.
Yeah, like the one I have today.
The space around it is sexy. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just, like I said, it looks like something that you would find in an archaeological site or something like that. It doesn't look like a modern hair accessory, and that's what I like. You're not going to find this on Amazon, and you know what I mean? This is something more special. Although, do I love hair accessories from Amazon? I do. I mean, I have some very nice plastic headbands that I just adore, but this is a whole different level. So congratulations, you guys. Okay. Picasso Jasper. Oh, there's so much to say. What I will tell you is I am a fan of big generators. I think they're awesome, and I think they're impossible to find. Part of it is there's a lot of loss when you carve a stone this size. The fact that we have a 9 to 10 inch Picasso Jasper generator, which has quartz in it, for $99. There's only 2. That's crazy. And then it's 8 to 9 inches for $89. I have 5. We're giving this to you now in June because you need this September, October, November when we get to shadow season, Samhain. Picasso Jasper is one of the stones of the dead. I mean that in a good way. Like, this is about spirit access, crossing the veil, connecting with your spirit guides, channeling wisdom from across the veil too. It's also very grounding and very protective for a lot of the channeling work that we do at those times. But like the price is crazy, and she'll give you the close-up and all the details, but there's chalcedony in the matrix. Like, these are stunning pieces.
Yeah, so the reason why it's called Picasso Jasper is because it was named after Pablo Picasso's paintings and how it was all
Weird.
different abstract and, well, not necessarily weird.
Weird
but,
is my word, but I don't have a better word.
Yeah.
Funky.
But these are actually a metamorphic limestone. And so because it's a metamorphic limestone, it has those quartz and chalcedonies and everything in there. And then you can see up close
The rivers. I see, like, when I look at stones like this, I see countries and continents and animals and faces. And
there's a shark right here.
Oh, look, it's a shark. He looks kind of happy.
He is. He's a happy little shark.
It's good because I don't imagine you really want an angry shark.
No,
I don't know.
But a happy little shark is fun.
Looks nice.
So the way how this was...
Oh, this is Chinese.
Yeah, so the way how this was set up was over time, it's like different layers of like the silica-rich like fluids were coming in and layering their way up. So each time this was going on, and it's going to have different trace elements in it, and that's going to change the color. So where you have the darker grays to the lighter, almost whites, that's because there's different trace elements mixed in to the hydrothermal fluids, and it's just layering and layering and layering in different pockets as it's growing.
So when I look at this too, I always like, this feels like the Days of the Dead to me, like the black and white kind of vibe for Halloween Samhain. Like, can you imagine this as a centerpiece of a grid? Like, if you have an ancestral grid that you build at that
Oh,
time, or
yeah.
if you haven't done that, or if you have an ofrenda, but you haven't added crystals to it. A lot of us have ofrendas with pictures of our ancestors who have passed. So, yeah, I love that you tripped out on that piece. It's really cool. Heather Winkler, do not put Baby Shark songs in my head.
Yeah.
I am so grateful that I did not have tiny kids during Baby Shark time.
My son loves it. We have
I'm not gonna sing that for you. I am not gonna sing that for you.
We sing
Okay.
that song a lot in my household because my son, who's going to be turning 21 months on the 5th, starts
So cute.
getting all excited and he stomps around and he throws his hands up and he does his little dances. And I mean, I'll sing and do anything to get
I'll
those
sing. I mean,
little dances from him.
I have no shame in my game, but it's just not my favorite. And it gets stuck. You know what I mean? Like later on tonight, I'll be laying in bed. Thank you so much, thinking about Baby Shark. At like 2 a.m, I'll be like, do 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 do. Okay. Why does Picasso Jasper seem more brown? It is. There's a few pockets of Picasso Jasper, and it really is. It's always the mineral environment that dictates the color. Most of it, though, is in the gray white.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it is very black, though, and I will tell you, there's nothing wrong with that. This has more quartz deposits than some that we've seen, but I don't like it when it gets too black. I kind of do like to have the gray white kind of matrix in there. So, yeah. You are welcome. Do 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 do. I'll get you back. Do 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 do. You just wait. Okay, this is why we're friends. Okay, yeah, so this is a cool set. I was excited about this because, first of all, just summer. Just please now. Like, we're here with June Gloom in Los Angeles. Not today, kind of, it's been shitty. So I'm just really ready for summer. And I thought Robin makes these sets, and we talk about them, and we tweak them. This is your Summer Priestess set. Take it away.
I am loving this set.
I love it, too.
And so it starts off, this is our Summer Priestess perfume. And it smells so good.
It is really good.
It has rose in it and lemon,
And those little crystals on the
neroli,
bottle.
champaka.
On the lid of the bottle, there's little crystals. It's so pretty. It's really sexy. This is one of my favorites, and I mix this a lot with others, and then with my basic patchouli. It's the first time, I think it's the first time, and it might be the only time,
good.
I know, that we did champaka with lemon, because it makes it pop. And then there's rose, which you can totally smell, but this is natural. So, by the way, we have, it is intoxicating. We have 16 sets. They're $74. The perfume is worth, I think, 50 of the 74. So the retail price, if you got everything separately, would be 90. You also get,
So then
there's more.
with that, you get this little candle set with the different colors, because to me, it's like for summertime, it's fire magic. It's that heat, it's that fire. So being able to have these little candles to be able to burn, to invoke that fire energy is why I added them into this set.
And if you have a 5 candle candelabra, that is sexy. Yeah, I do recommend having small, like taper candelabras around, even if they're just glass or wood or whatever you love. But like that is a sexy setup for your summer altar.
And then for this part here, I am in love with these. This is a fossil coral jasper. The music just came on.
I thought somebody was going to play Baby Shark. I'm like, no. Also, though, that would be awesome.
So this is a fossil coral jasper. And so basically what happened was this was once a live living coral, but then it fossilized over time and turned to stone. So, but I love it because it's like, if you look at this, you can see where each and every part of the coral was.
And there's such geometry behind that. I will tell you, the reason this is in your priestessing wand is fossilized coral, which has quartz in it, so you can use this as a double terminated wand, is the ultimate fertility stone. Truly. Now, it isn't just fertility of like trying to have babies. It's also fertility. I work with fertility stones all the time because fertility is your life force, first of all. So as I go through menopause, I find myself working with garnet, fossilized coral, non-fossilized coral, which are all associated with garnet, or with fertility. Fertility is about keeping the life force alive, which helps you to be generative and productive and creative. And so we need to keep that juice flowing as we get to be my age and into our 60s and 70s. We're not trying to have children, but we're still trying to create and be productive and share our gifts with the world. So that's why you have the wand. So, I mean, honestly, the wand is worth about $45. The perfume is worth about $50. I mean, real champaca, real rose. And so then you're getting the candles. I mean, you're getting like multiple things as a gift. So if you want extra tools for your priestessing altar for summer, this is the kit for you.
And I really love this because it's like, I love corals.
Yeah.
I love the ocean. I love corals. I actually have a coral reef in my house.
Yep.
My husband takes care of that one, and he does an amazing job. And so each one of these spots that you're seeing here was a little ancient animal a long time ago. So each one of those, just think about it, the history that one little animal right there can teach you. And then you move to the next one. And then you move to the next one. And
then you wonder if they were friends.
Well, they are going to be friends.
What because if they didn't like each other?
So in actual coral world, if they don't like each other, they actually emit a little poison out that will try to kill and sting the one next to it. So the fact that you have...
I can tell which one was the jerk, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
There's one right there that looks like it was a little jerk.
But with this, the fact that it was able to grow... the fact that it was able to grow this size means that they lived in, like, pure unity. And so they actually had their own fertility of togetherness.
I'm not trying to disrupt that. I'm being 14 years old over here and just pretending like they hate each other. I actually sometimes... I think it probably isn't a great thing, but I do make up stories in my head about things that would have nothing to do with reality.
Oh, all the time. I do too, all the time.
But she's actually right. Like this is like life captured, which is the magic of it. So beyond my not inappropriate, but weird comments. So anyway, good job on the set. It's beautiful.
Congratulations, guys.
Yep. We have 3 of the next rings coming up. It's one of the most beautiful rings. Truly, if you love amethyst, which I do, and you love big rings, which I do, and you love the trapeche amethyst, which is a very specific phantom formation that looks like a wheel, then you're going to freak out for these rings. And I'll just tell you right now, we have 3 of them. They're $199 each. Go. And she will tell you why that bottom one is citrine.
So this one up here is going to be your trapeche, and you can see the little triangle spokes going through it.
They're adjustable.
They are. And this one here, you see that citrine line through it? That makes this a full ametrine ring. No. So not only is it trapeche, it's ametrine.
Because some trapeches aren't ametrine. We've had a couple of them from Tucson. I mean, we almost never see them, but like that's the magic of Bolivia, by the way. Your ametrini trapeche comes from Bolivia. Yeah. Get one of these rings. If you're on the fence about it, just jump in. I think they're already gone. It's fucking beautiful.
And of course, it is the Tibetan silver, so it has that beautiful, intricate
carving all the way around.
Metal design all the way around.
And under the...
Completely...
facing your fingers all carved.
Yeah. So look what's touching your skin.
Isn't that beautiful? I know. Yeah, do you want to... can I try it on real quick and I'll just show them scale from far away? And like I said, I have small hands. Like, I do not shy away from a big ring. I'm not sizing it down to my size. This is probably set at about a 9, and I'm probably a 6, so I'm not adjusting it to my size. But for me, a ring like this goes on my middle finger. And yes, I do absolutely wear rings this size. And I like it because I talk with my hands, and you might as well see me coming from a mile away. And if you don't behave yourself...
So congrats, guys.
Yeah, it is quite the ring. Did you see it, BK? Did you get a good view of it? Okay. Congratulations. Those were awesome. Now we get more hard, pointy things to share with you. It's all in a day's work time. Indigo gabbro, also known as merlinite. This is from Madagascar, which is the only place I know that it comes from. What I love about this is one of the most important stones for intuitive development. These are 7 to 8 inches in size, and $79. We have 3 dozen of these. This is one of our really affordable items of the show because these can get very expensive. There's actually isurine in the matrix of this stone, which you know is my favorite stone for protecting your aura from outside interference. I mean, hands down, there's nothing better. Obsidian comes close, other stones come close, but isurine is like, when you need that like cloak of protection, is in the matrix of this. So that's part of what pushes it over the edge for me. Indigo Gabbro and Merlinite are the two trade names that you'll hear. Merlinite was like kind of a trademarked name by someone, so the technical name is Indigo Gabbro. But isn't this beautiful? So protection, wisdom, intuition, insight, inner knowing, and they're $79.
Yeah, so I really like this because the way how this was formed was through, again, it was through volcanic activity, and it was formed deep within the Earth's crust. So this wasn't one that was like formed higher up. This was from really deep within that Earth.
Yeah.
And then the magma cooled under really high pressure. So it's like as it was cooling, it was getting all of this like pressure down on it really tight. And because of that, it was able to bring a whole bunch of different elements together and fuse them into one. So that's where you're going to get a mixture of quartz. Quartz.
We have one priest, we have one summer priestess set left. Good job, Robin.
Oh, guys, come on. Yay.
I'm so happy for you. We smell really good over here, don't we?
I swear it's like I smell it more rosy on you and I smell more lemony on me.
I agree. I 1000% agree. It's definitely more citrusy on you and it's more rosy on me.
I love citrus.
Yeah.
But so within this, you're going to have your quartz, augite, feldspar, and that the feldspar is what's going to give that blue flash that you see across it in some areas. With other inclusions, there's apatites in there, biotites, hornblende, olivine, which is peridot, guys, and titanium.
Yeah, and some of these are going to be harder to discern the difference in the darker stones, right? So you might say, well, how am I going to know the difference between the biotite, for example, and the isurine? Because biotite and isurine look very similar to each other, so you just kind of have to trust the process there.
Yeah.
But they're in the matrix, so you get all the benefits of that. Biotite, remember bios in Greek means life. It's the root word of the word biology. And so biotite is about lifting, raising the primary life force. So it's really good for people who have active depression, anxiety, don't feel like they're figuring out their path and their purpose, which we all go through sometimes multiple times a day, but sometimes every couple of years, right? We go through those crises moments. So this is another one too, where it's like, if you're trying to understand your path and your purpose and like get your, jumpstart your car, so to speak, this is a good stone for that too.
And no, Debbie, I will never stop rubbing my stones.
You're distracting her. I didn't even notice.
So, congratulations, guys. This
some people would tip her a little bit extra probably to get her to do that. You know what I mean? Just saying.
I'll take tips.
Let's just move on. I know. It's like this could get real weird real fast. Okay.
It's like don't put Athena and I in that position. We play off of each other too much.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of very inappropriate pictures from gem shows that I'm sure you can imagine. You've seen like the A roll, you haven't seen the B roll. Rub-a-dub. So anyway, gosh, it just goes from like beautiful to more beautiful. I know you're gonna be so excited about these. I'm going to tell you something about clinozoisite, and then I'm going to give it to Robin because this is just really cool, and she's going to give you the biology, or the geology is so cool. Clinozoisite, one of its metaphysical properties is healing from emotional betrayal. It helps to, it's almost like putting your, when you're really shattered in life, like it could be anything, right? It can be, but just like really heavy life transitions. This is about like putting the pieces of you back together. That's clinozoisite. And then you have prehnite, which is the stone that heals the healer. So this is for the healer, like this is the wounded healer stone combination, which we almost never have. So I'm going to shut up now and let you.
So when this stone arrived, I was so excited. Lindsay like comes bopping up to me, look at what just came in.
So cool.
Do you know what this is? And she was asking me what it was, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like, can you leave a piece here? I really want to dive into it. And
There's also more going on. I mean, there's other mineral inclusions in this. So let me tell you, we have 8 of the 3 to 4 inch pieces for $199, and we have 5 of the 4 to 5 inch pieces for $249. $199, $249. This is really, really rad. And these come from Peru.
Yes.
So that's the other thing that makes it very unique. And that's why we have the clinical zoosite with the prehnite, because normally, we don't see that combination.
yeah, usually in the prehnite you're going to find your epidote, and that's the most common inclusion that you're going to find in there. But having the clinozoosite is something very different, and you're only going to find this combination in Peru.
Yeah.
So the prehnite itself, as you can see, is calcium and aluminum. So that's what's going to make those colors in that prehnite. And both calcium and aluminum are both very healing to yourself as just basic minerals. So having it in there with the prehnite really shows why it's a stone that heals the healer. Because you're putting out and it's giving back. And did you know the largest prehnite crystal ever found was in New Jersey?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, so it measured over 6 feet in length, one crystal.
Wow. What up, Jersey?
Right?
Who knew?
I'll go lay with that prehnite.
I know. Where is it now? Is it like going to be? By the way, this is an incredible piece. Do you see the sprays of that clinozoosite? Like, that is just really stunning. And then those little tiny itty bitty.
Yeah, so that's the clinozoosite that you see kind of like fanning out. And the thing that's really cool about this clinozoosite is it's such a high quality piece. It's going from that yellowy, and then it goes into those green tips, which is really cool. And the clinozoosite forms as a continuous solid solution series with epidote, calcium, and aluminum. So clinozoosite does actually have a little bit of that epidote within it as well. So there again, you can see why it grows with the prehnite.
It's incredible.
And it's like, I love it. So basically what it was is these are growing, and then the little tips that are darker, those are the actual points of the clinozoosite. And that has an increase amount of the aluminum and the epidote in there that gives it that different color.
Isn't that cool?
So,
that's very cool.
And the clinozoosite, it helps you with your emotional needs. So it strengthens your relationships with your friends, your partners, your coworkers. But it's so wonderful because the prehnite heals you, and then the clinozoosite, it helps with your emotional side. Well, the prehnite is more the physical.
Yeah, I like that. That's very true, actually. Yeah. I know Jersey in the house. Did you know that we almost moved to Jersey? It was 2002. I was offered a job at Fairleigh Dickinson University to run the undergraduate writing program there. Mm-hmm. And we were looking at houses in Chatham, which is my favorite part of New Jersey. And then I got whisked away to interview at Notre Dame, and then I ended up getting a job at the University of San Diego. This is when I was a professor a long time ago.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? I know. I would have been like, literally, we would have been neighbors.
Yeah, but then
I still love
wouldn't
Chatham.
have worked with you.
I know. It's weird how life works. I mean, literally, I was like, now I'm moving to New Jersey. Wait, no, I'm not moving to. And then South Bend, which I was like, now I'm moving to South Bend. Wait, no, I'm not moving. I was also offered the job of the undergraduate writing director at Notre Dame, which was a great job. But San Diego was closer to my parents, and I'm Greek. That's how we make life choices. I didn't want to move that far away. Anyway, on we go. We're going to totally switch gears now and talk about journals. But we do gemstone journals. Oh, Fairleigh Dickinson, what a campus. And then the property near it with the orange, what is it called? The place, you guys who know that part of New Jersey, the orangery, it was like an orangery. And this family had this land, and they loved oranges, but they were in New Jersey, so they built this orangery to grow oranges in wintertime, like orange trees and stuff. Anyway, the crazy, beautiful part of New Jersey. Okay. Earth Star Journal. This is your petrified wood cabochon on your black leather journal, and it has the Earth Star symbol. So this is super, like, this journal for me, in shamanism we talk about the lower world, right, which connects us to the ancestors. I call it the bones and the stones, right, to the planet itself, to the ley lines and vortex points and all the things we've been talking about tonight, right? And so when you need a journal to what I would do with this is I would write notes to myself to remind myself of my connection to the planet. I might put pictures in here of my ancestors. I might write in here, you know, I don't know, messages to myself about grounding, or reminding myself that I'm safe, like notes to myself about courage, those kinds of things. So these are $28. Originally they were $40. I have about 4 dozen of them, and that's it. What an incredible gift to give somebody. And we have little gemstone pens, by the way, at sagegoddess.com, things like this. It doesn't come with it, but you can find things like that. What a great gift to give someone. The smoky quartz pen one honestly would be perfect with it. But congratulations in advance.
I love journals like this where it's like you can see like it's like the paper's not over processed.
Is it vegan leather or is it natural leather? Do you know?
I believe it's natural leather.
Christine was asking.
I believe it's natural leather.
Yeah, I think it is too. If we need to correct it though, we will. But I believe it's natural leather.
Yeah.
So it's a cool journal.
And I love it because it's like, to me, this is like your little safe space to put your own feelings and thoughts down too. And, or if something comes to mind, it's because it's so natural and everything, and then the grounding with the petrified wood here, it's just, you can release into this book. You can release things into this, and it's going to hold it. It's going to send it. It's going to take the things that no longer serve you, write it out, draw it out, put that into this book. And then the petrified wood is going to take that and send it straight down into the earth, and let the earth take that grief. Because the earth knows how to deal with your trauma way more than you know how to deal with your trauma.
It's true. Some days I don't feel like I'm very good at it at all. But you know what I was realizing is I have a little journaling tip, and I've been using it more and more, and I thought I would share it with you tonight when we talked about these. So, because I journal a lot, and I have different journals for different things. I do think purpose-based journaling is really helpful. I have a certain journal where I allow myself to bitch and kvetch, and I have a certain journal where I don't, because it's a manifestation journal, and my vibration's got to be different.
Yeah.
But I write only on the right side when I'm writing in a journal. Then when I go back to my journal, my left side is for my notes on the right side.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Like, so I can go back and like reflect on it and kind of make my own, like, oh, and then after that happened, this other thing happened. Or, oh, now that I reflect on that a year later, like I feel really differently about it.
That's really cool.
Gives me a chance to go back. I don't always go back to all my journals, but even now, like I'm almost done with the one I started in January because I've written a lot. And now I'm going back and I'm like, God, so much has already changed, right? So anyway, use your left side as commentary. I know a lot of you write on both sides, but I just never felt called to write on the left side because I didn't want the ink to bleed through the pages. Now I know why I was leaving that space blank, because it's
That's really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, and I love knowing what you do too. Like Jenny says she does that. So yeah, if it's a technique you haven't tried before, it might just like inspire you a little bit to go back to even to your older journals and reflect.
Yeah, so it's like I've always noticed, like I don't do it consciously, but always subconsciously, I would write on one side and then I draw it out on the other.
See, I love that too.
So that way I can get it out. If I can't exactly get it out in words, I can get it out in my art.
We don't have the size dimensions to show you, but you can see it in Robin's hands. I think it's probably like a 4x6, 5x7 probably.
I think it's a 5x7.
Yeah, 5x7 feels right. Yeah, 5x7. I have to take my word for it. No, it's a little bit smaller than that, but I kind of like this size too. I don't like it too small. Honestly, any smaller than this, and it wouldn't be my favorite journal. But I also don't like a huge journal necessarily. I find I gravitate toward my smaller journals.
And I like it because it's like, this is going to fit in like a bag really easy that you take around.
That's true.
So like if you're going on a trip someplace and you want to have,
you.
and you can easily take it with you. It's not going to take up much space, and you don't have to stop whatever work you're doing with it.
Yeah, I agree. So congratulations if you're getting one. Yeah. Aw, Zena, she said she writes in a journal to her son. She lost her son earlier this year. Wow, you guys, I'm so seeing your hearts today. I love that you write to him. I started a tradition this year with my mom because at Mother's Day, it's always hard. And I'm reading my, what I wanted for Mother's Day were cards from my kids. And so I'm reading their cards that they wrote me, and I'm all emotional. And so I said to them, I'm like, it's really weird not to have my mom to give a card to, you guys. Even though it's been 3 years, like it's still so weird that I don't like have someone to write a card to. And Zoe, in her Piscean thoughtfulness, looked at me and goes, you should still write her cards every year. You should get a box and you should write cards to her every year. She's like, I would love to read that one day, like your Mother's Day cards to Grandma after she was gone. So I started that tradition this year. I still wrote her a Mother's Day card and put it in this box, and I will for the rest of the time that I don't have her. And so that's kind of a cool thing. And
that's really cool.
And then thinking about the fact that she would like to read those one day. Like, I would give anything to read my mom's letters to my grandmother. Like, wow, I really would. So anyway, things to think about. You could also do that journal for someone you love. It doesn't have to be letters. So we see you, and thank you for being here too, and sharing your story, which allows us to all connect with each other. So good. Okay, so we had a pink tourmaline ring earlier, but this one's kind of a different vibe. So I do love a triple stone ring. We've talked a lot about triple Triskelion and everything tonight, so kind of it's a different vibe, but same concept. And what I love about this ring so much, 2 different colors of tourmaline. You got pink tourmaline for heart opening, rubellite tourmaline, which is the darkest pink into red. Very special, very rare. Also heart opening and manifestation. And then there's Rainbow Moonstone, but what's the inclusion inside the Rainbow Moonstone, Robin? That's kind of a... Do you need my readers?
Oh, honey.
Well,
for me, it's because I have my contacts in, and so it makes it harder for me to see. I think it's tourmaline.
It might be. It looked green. Yeah, it is Whoa, it is tourmaline.
It's tourmaline, huh?
Yeah, it's black tourmaline.
Yeah.
That's rad. Well, honey, I had to put my readers on to look at it for you. It's a whole bar of it, actually. It goes right down through it. So that's your double tourmaline with Rainbow Moonstone ring, adjustable in sterling silver, has a little dragonfly on the other side, and that is $199. I'm glad we looked at that close up.
Yeah, it's because of my contacts. Whenever I have to look at something close up, I always have to do the... Okay, let me try to focus again.
I'm at the point now where, like, I don't leave the house without the readers. But my partner needs them too. So I find that mine are continuously disappearing. I think I have bought 6 new pairs of readers in the last 3 months because we're both at nice 2.0.
Oh yeah.
Both 2.0. So yeah, I've never had to worry about like competition for my readers.
I wear my readers when I do fine detail like artwork, like when I do my cross stitch or my embroidery. I use it so I can really see
It's a dragonfly on the ring.
Yeah, but other than that,
forget cross stitch for fuck's sake.
I love it.
No, I love it too. I'm actually quite good at it, but with my vision, I think I'd have a headache by the time I would get done with like 6 little.
Yes, but readers.
Even with the readers, Robin. Amazon has great deals on readers. I'm just like, put the readers back where you found them, everybody. Okay. Anyway, congratulations. Sarah got that ring. It's so good. There's only one of those rings. Solamente uno. Okay. We're going to talk about clear quartz spheres now. And from the Himalayan mountains. So this is a very special type of quartz. This is one of our specially priced items tonight. And, Himalayan quartz is the same. This is the same region where Tibetan quartz comes from. So this is a master healer. These are not carbon included. I don't see carbon inclusion, so it is technically not Tibetan quartz, but the region is the same, which the Himalayan ridge is the oldest mountain range, and super big magic. And these are filled with rainbows. They're just incredible quality. So one of the things I was thinking, I don't know what you think, because we have our moon ceremony on Thursday. I could keep these and do a little ceremony with them.
That would be wonderful.
Be kind of nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, then you can really infuse that moon energy into there.
I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, and we wouldn't be shipping them out before then anyway, and then they could ship to you on Friday.
Yeah, I can bring up.
Just bring them up to me.
I can bring them all up
I'll
here.
Do a little magic with your sphere. We only have 5 of the 1 to 1.5 inch for $54. That's the left side of your screen, and then we have 20 of the $64 ones that are 1.5 to 2 inches. And so even if you have a quartz sphere, if you don't have a Himalayan quartz sphere, the energy is very different. The Brazilian, for example, or Indian quartz or anything like that, Chinese quartz, so different because the Himalayan ridge is known to be above what's called Shambhala, which is a divine, magical, inner world civilization that connects us to some of the most powerful wisdom and healing on the planet.
Yeah, I love it. It's like where you seeing all these rainbows too. That the other thing that's so special about
Can you
these,
see that? Can we get that updated? Yeah.
um, Luis, the
Can we?
total is not showing again.
Just so I know the quantities, I want to make sure that we know how much is left of different things. I can guide people.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like when you where these rainbows are, so what creates that within a stone is the stone actually broke. It broke naturally or through some type of impact. That stone broke. And then it healed and fused itself back together.
Yeah.
And so across that line where it had that crack, it's a self-healed fracture. And that, but it changed the direction of the quartz material that was right there. And so because it changed the direction of how that quartz was growing, because it might have been growing this way, but now if it broke, it's got to grow this way to heal it back up. And so
And
now the
you
light
can kind of see that inside too. When you look at where the rainbows are, you can almost see like it's like a
that line
the
of
light
to,
changes direction.
to where it did it, because then it had to fuse it back together and heal itself. And so having a piece that is self-healed is so good for you, your own personal body as well.
The difference, great question, by the way, from Courtney Lee. What's the difference between this and Satyaloka quartz? Satyaloka quartz comes from one region where the Satyaloka monastery is located.
Yeah.
It's more expensive. It's more rare. And it's a much smaller pocket. So, but you're regionally, you're not that far apart, but that's different from the Himalayan ridge. So that's the difference. Yeah.
But I believe the quartz from the Himalayan ridge, the vibration is higher.
Oh, for sure.
Like when you are around it, you can feel it. Like as soon as I walk into an area where there's going to be Himalayan quartz, it hits me straight like in the chest, like, but in a good way. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's such a high vibration. It really lifts your spirits.
Well, one thing to know, and I think these are gone. You're very welcome. I love the questions because it gets us. I can't always answer them all, but they take us in interesting directions. But there are documentaries on Shambhala. I would really recommend that you read them and or watch them. But what's interesting is that whole region, the whole Himalayan ridge, like there's weird stuff that happens. Like their watches stop. It's very hard to breathe. Like the higher elevation you go, like it really can't sustain human life. But the incredible plant life.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, it's if you're interested in that, those are fun rabbit holes to go down for another time. But I agree with her. Like I think the vibration is different. I do think it's higher. Doesn't make it better. It just makes it different. You know, it takes everything to make the world go around. You're living on my balls tonight. I'm glad. Not a lot of balls for you tonight. Next up, not a ball,
but one of the best quality and formations of this stone I have ever seen.
Ever. Take it away, Ramen. If you don't want it, just don't buy it. You know what I mean? Just force us to not sell this to you. I'm just kidding.
This is not what you think. It is not aquamarine. I can say that much. Because when you first look at this, I know, at least for me, I was like, oh, that has to be aquamarine. It's not, guys. It's blue apatite. This is blue apatite crystals.
Terminated crystals.
Terminated blue apatite
Juicy.
crystals in this
Yes.
size and formation and color.
There are 5 of these, and they're only $149 each. $149. I can't believe it.
And
like these should be $349. There's only 5. Like literally, this is a no-brainer. Like blue apatite sold now.
Yeah. It's just, and then what's next to it is, you guys, it's feldspar, etched feldspar.
It's fancy feldspar.
So all of this,
And there's other things in there too. There's black tourmaline there. I mean, there's just a lot of.
There's other stuff in this matrix all over the place.
Holy shit.
There's micas, there's black tourmaline, there's some, it looks like some hematite in there, maybe some azurine in there as well.
The Greeks believed that apatite could tell you who was lying to you and who was telling the truth. Apatite also helps to suppress your physical appetite, so it can be useful for weight loss. Feldspar harmonizes all energy and synchronizes energy across the human plane and across dimensions, and black tourmaline is highly protective.
Mm-hmm.
It protects the nouns, people, places, and things. So it's physically protective.
Yeah, so congratulations, guys.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't even know. Like, it's just, there's certain things, even for me, and like Robin and I both, like, see a lot of stones, like, nothing like, I've never seen apatite like that before.
No. When I saw this, I was like,
Apatite looks at that and it's like, I want to be like that when I grow up.
oh my gosh, I remember when I was talking to some people here about this, and they're like, oh, it's so, like, it's such, what? And I was like, no, you don't understand. This is one of the best stones in the whole show.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least.
So crazy. Oh, really? Sabrina says she's having a crazy rainy windstorm. Summer storms can be nuts.
Oh, I heard
It looks
that.
like we're about to have one. We're not, but I mean, the weather's supposed to be nuts this year. We're supposed to have the hottest weather summer in LA on record. So I'm just preparing myself.
I'm planning on staying indoors.
I will be indoors and underclothed with nice AC. Okay, so
I don't have AC in my house. I am bummed.
that could be really hard during summers like what are coming. Yeah. Actually, where I live, most of the houses were not built with AC. So like my dad doesn't have AC. He just goes to the cooler parts of the corners.
I don't have AC in my house, and my house was built in the early 20s, and
Oh,
so
your house was born?
Yeah, well, it was, but it was built so early.
Yeah.
They didn't insulate things the same way as they do now. So even if I put in an AC unit,
You'd have to re-insulate.
I'd have to re-insulate
I
everything
know.
because it's not going to hold it.
I know. LA is tough in the summer when it's getting hot. Okay, this is a beautiful pendant. I have 30 of these. The price is crazy. This is Mexican fire agate, and it is the nicest quality. It does not get better than this. And we'll talk about like the marks of quality. These are 925. It's got big old claw prongs on it. $69 for this. It's open on the back. So do you see it almost looks like little bubbles, like rainbowy bubbles inside of like green and gold and all of that. Like the intensity, and if you can just turn it a little bit like up and down just to kind of see the light play across it. Yeah.
I'm trying to do that, but I'm trying to not get that light refraction.
Yeah, I know, like from the window. That's what you're looking for. It's like these little bubbles of power. Now, this is, as a Leo, this is one of my favorite
Mine too.
stones because it's about your inner fire. It's about like the furnace that just keeps going. Like when shit gets tough, when life gets weird, when like what are you made of? And so this stone for me is about like the phoenix and rising and above the circumstances of your life and feeling empowered. And there's times when you feel naturally empowered, and then I like to wear a pendant like this during those times.
Oh yeah,
because like you're absorbing that energy, and then when you need it back,
it'll give it back.
Become a reminder.
Yeah. So it's like I remember when I first started working for Sage Goddess. We had a bin of little tumbles of this, and I sat there and I seriously went through every single one because it just fascinated me.
Yeah.
I was so attracted to it.
Yeah.
I still have the piece that I bought.
Do you really?
Uh-huh. Because I
So
just,
beautiful.
I needed it.
Laura likes it too.
I still feel like I constantly need it, and I feel like even if I had every single piece in the world, it wouldn't be enough.
There's days.
And this is created from iron oxide and hematite. That's what's giving it the color and the iridescence that's in there. And the way how it's formed is just so interesting because I've been researching it, and everything that I'm finding from different credible sources is contradicting itself.
Oh, really?
And they're contradicting each other because of actual tests that they're running on it.
Wow.
So to me, this is a stone that is ahead of our time now.
I like that.
With the resources that we have now to be able to really figure out how this was created.
Yeah, it's super big magic, and again, only in Mexico does this quality come through, and it really is the most beautiful quality. So, but I love the style of it too. This is a good everyday size, and there are times where you need it. I always tell you guys, I think whatever you want to call us, magic people, empaths, whatever, we don't tend to gravitate towards stones like this enough. And then we're like, why am I low on energy, or why am I not feeling passionate? And it's like, because you got to work the chakras, honey, and stones do the thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sharon wants to see more. She said it's hard to gauge size sometimes when we hold things just to the camera too much. So yeah, let me pull that back for you a little bit. These are 1.25 to 1.5 inches. But do you see the setting? I mean, you guys know your metal. You know, a lot of people are doing not heavy settings right now because the price of silver is doubled recently. So, but yeah, you can kind of see for scale. I just think it's the perfect size. I like pendants this size. You can tell, like, it's because anything bigger than that, because I like to wear some of my stuff every day without having to think about it. Mm-hmm. In fact, the ones that I have on, you know, I never take off. So that's my jam size for fire agate. So congratulations. Yeah, super, super, super beautiful. Okay, now I want to go to aquamarine. So we talked about not aqua. Now we're going to talk about aqua. These pieces of aquamarine, I know.
I just have to show you that side.
I know these pieces really well. So I bought these pieces direct from Pakistan, and so they're like energetically untouched, kind of. It was like direct from the mine. That piece is insane. All I'm gonna tell you, first of all, the prices are crazy. That piece that she's holding right there. There's three. They're not exactly the same, but they're similar for $99, and then I have three 3-inch pieces for $149. The price should be triple. These are all terminated aquamarine crystals in silver mica that were sent to me special. Aquamarine is both my kids' birthstone. If you're a March baby, it's your birthstone. Emotional healing and renewal. It's like, it's water in a stone form. Mm-hmm. Aqua means water, right? So that's where the name comes from. But yeah, if you really want like what I think are the most gorgeous aquamarine specimens, it don't get better than that. And you're welcome for the price. I will just say cheers to a good life choice that you made this evening, because that's a gift to you.
This is just...
It's sex.
It's phenomenal.
It's emotional sex. Some stones are just so pretty they make you cry, and that, like, aquamarine is that for me when it's really good quality. I don't enjoy a really not good quality aquamarine.
Oh, yeah.
But no. I do like a really nice, sexy one, and literally there's 800,000 points on the one on the right. But then the one on the left, I love the big chunk hex tubes, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just a sucker for that, and have you seen a more beautiful aquamarine? And that one is stair-stepped, it's etched. Yeah, it's just pretty to look at. And the flat stuff is your mica.
This one here is double terminated, guys.
Yeah. Again, you're welcome. To get even just a double terminated crystal for $149 is insane, or $199.
Yeah, but
$149.
But this one here also has that multi termination as well.
It had babies. Oh, that's a great shot, Robin. Look at that. It's like a castle. Isn't that cool? Can you get display cases made? No, but you know what? I just got one off of Facebook Marketplace, and I'm so stoked about it. Did you ever get something that you're really excited about? I got it for a really good price, and it was a lady in my neighborhood, and it's a glass one that has a key, and the key has like a tassel on it. Super fancy. It's super antique. I mean, the wood's not in great shape, but I mean, it was really affordable. So I would recommend, if you're looking for those vintage display cases, you can find them on Facebook Marketplace sometimes. I got one, and it's super pretty. Okay. Now, this item is so stunning, and this is, every show we do a charity item where we give all the money that you pay if you win this item to the charity of your choice. We always do that. We will always do that. This one is such a cool one, and I'm excited to get your take on this stone. But it's Brazilian quartz with a very special stone. It's all done in copper. There's lapis too, on a leather cord, which I love, the leather cord, for $299.
Yeah, so this is all hand wrapped, which is really cool. So it's like somebody sat there and wrapped this copper with intention.
Yeah, and that someone is a really special man, and his energy is like, he would calm you out of the worst panic attack you would ever have. So you're going to feel that really calm, stabilizing energy. It's amazing.
So this stone right here is a stone that we hardly ever have. It is called Kolka Tankana?
I think Takana.
Takana?
Yeah.
And it comes, and the reason for that is because it only is found in the Colca Canyon in Peru. And it's a type of rhyolitic rock, which is rich in silica and aluminum with high content of quartz and feldspar minerals.
Isn't that beautiful? And he's Peruvian. All the stones that he works with, the major stones are Peruvian. And so anyway, congratulations. I know. That's just a cool one. It's beautiful. And you could, like, I also think it would be really beautiful on like a long leather cord too, because we always talk about crystals that sit nicely between the girls, but this one I think is about 16 to 18 inches, the chain.
It's
cord.
20 inches.
Is it 20? Okay.
It's a 20-inch chain, and I really like it because it's like a thick, nice, heavy cord.
Yeah,
So-
I love him too.
And I love it because it's like he makes his own clasps.
Yeah.
These are not store-bought clasps.
No, he does the whole thing end to end, y'all.
So
Congratulations.
each one is.
Okay, so that one's gone, and I love it. You'll get to tell us which charity you want us to donate to, which we love doing that on your behalf. I now present you a malachite cat.
Lewis wants it.
They're cute.
I just put it in chat right now.
He's here for the malachite cats. Listen, there's a lot of cat carvings are ugly. You know it's true. I know it's true.
Mm-hmm.
We don't tell people who carve those that they're ugly, but this is a cute cat.
This is a cutie cat.
And they're all carved so well because, like, look how the one side of his body, he's all light green, and then you turn around, he's all dark green. Like, that's somebody carving that piece of malachite with a lot of intention. I'm a crazy cat lady, bet you are too. I take pictures of my cat almost every day. And he's turning 9 in August, so that's a lot of pictures for your
There's a little bird on the back.
pleasure. Aw.
There's a little bird on the back.
Which would drive a cat crazy to have a bird on its butt. They're $34 each. We have 31 of them. They're 1.5 to 2 inch, and they're all hand carved. If you know someone who loves cats, and malachite, by the way, this has a total Egyptian vibe too, because malachite's super Egyptian, and Bastet is the feline goddess, half feline, and governs all aspects of mystery and magic, and so like there's also a very what's happening down there?
Lewis
Oh.
put in the chat that he needs it.
Yeah.
Is that the right?
Yeah. Okay. So Team SG, we're gonna underlist these by one. We have 30 of them because one is sold in the room,
Yes.
and I think that's really cute.
They picked me.
Oh,
I think you got picked. I think I just picked you.
yeah, Lewis got
You
picked.
got one. So my cat is hypoallergenic. So you would not be allergic to Smudgerton.
And for somebody that is allergic to cats, we appreciate them when we can be around them because
It's legit.
I have no problem with cats except for they make me blow up.
Yeah. And he does, I literally have a friend who has the worst cat allergy. Like, he is literally hypoallergenic. But I'm not convinced he's a cat. Like, I think he's an alien mutant. Like, he's got a cat suit on, but I think his soul is just something else. And I think he would agree with that. So anyway, we're happy that you got a malachite cat today.
Congratulations, guys.
We're happy
He's
also
so
that Louise got one
cute.
too. Okay, this next piece, y'all, this is natural citrine with watermelon tourmaline. I thought the price was a mistake. We have these moments where I'm like, really, $499 for 8.5 inches, and it's got indicolite tourmaline on it. So I'm just going to tell you right now, $499. You're welcome. This is like all the abundance. Look at the bars of tourmaline. I mean, sometimes you see, and by the way, it's Lemurian citrine. I don't know. I don't know if this should be the price for this. It's double terminated. I mean, the whole fucking thing is insane. So just somebody buy it.
And there's lepidolite on here
there's
as
lepidolite
well.
on there as well. So like the underside is all
There's
lepidolite.
even a piece of lepidolite inside the citrine here.
The price is a mistake. You should buy it. It should be $1,500 at least. If you're working on abundance magic of any kind, like just, I don't know. It's crazy. You're welcome. Congratulations. But there's just moments where I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
And then it's like
I wouldn't be able to type it fast enough, but I
Look
don't,
at
know, I don't know
those-
if you like this or you need this. So
look at this watermelon. Like you can really see here. You see that?
yeah.
That's a perfect watermelon right there.
but the blue-green bar facing you, the top one.
This one here?
It's bicolor. It's blue-green. I mean, literally, like when you see it in person, it is literally. Do you see how the right side is blue and the left side is green? Like what the hell's happening there? I do love the fact that I can just show you something and go WTF.
Look at all the watermelons right here, guys.
I'll show you my watermelons.
And this
I'm
is
gonna behave
not
myself.
a light piece at all. It's a heavy, heavy, heavy guy.
I don't know what to tell you. I think it's gone. It's insane. Like I think we just have to have a moment of silence. I can't believe it's $499 and it ships for free. It's like, holy shit, cats. Okay, congratulations. Very cool. Sometimes
Oh
we
my
do
gosh.
weird things. I mean, it works in your favor. It's great. It is insane.
It's as big as my head.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't know who got it until they announce it. But
Oh my gosh.
congratulations on all the Malachite cats. Malachats.
That was heavy.
Malachats. It is heavy. Malachats would be a good series for kids. The Malachats.
The Malachats.
Okay. Not speaking of cats, we're going to talk about an incense burner, which is really, it's a very, very cool one. Take it away.
Do I need to say anything?
Yeah, show them how it works.
But I mean, just look at it.
It's flower of life.
So it's the flower of life, and the wood is bamboo. So
Yeah.
let's just take it one step at a time because there's so much to say about
Yeah.
this. The flower of life, which you see here, is the symbol found throughout the world. That this is the fingerprint of life.
BK got the change on my. Yay! Okay. Sorry. Had to.
So this is the fingerprint of life right here. And I mean, it's woven
Literally.
into every pattern and every last little
On your
thing from
fingers, It's in your DNA.
to the cells within plants. It has this intricate pattern. And then the bamboo combines strength and flexibility, and it represents the harmony and balance that's so crucial in your lives. So, and then it's a cube. And so just the idea of the cube itself, which is associated with the earth element.
These are $22 by the
Oh,
way.
yeah. It's only $22, guys.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay.
So,
Do we have any incense to go with it?
I did not put any incense to go with it,
Okay.
but if you bought one of the apothecary sets, you do.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you would get something in there. Yeah. Okay.
And so it looks like there's 3 apothecary sets left.
You should get the apothecary set if you didn't get that already. That's a good one.
This,
No.
No, but you're gonna get an intuitively
It's
chosen set of
intuitive,
tools.
yeah.
So they want to see the inside.
So the inside, on the top, it's got this, or this part, it's got this beautiful little place to set it.
Do we have can I borrow the incense cone from the sample apothecary set because I want to show them what it does.
Yeah. Can we get the incense cone? And so
It to burn some.
you'll sit it here. This goes on top, and because the flower of life is all cut out, you can burn stuff in there, and the smoke's going to come through and make it very aromatic. You can put a tea light in there, so it'll reflect the light through that flower of life.
So yeah, I'll show you. So what you do is you take the lid off, you set your incense cone right there, you light it. This is a burn-proof little piece of felt, so it protects the base. You want to wait till it catches a flame and let it get lit. Wait till she's ready for you, honey. Okay, sometimes it puts itself out like that, and then you put the lid on it, and the smoke comes through the holes, so it becomes its own form of a meditation. I just think this is the coolest thing.
And I love it because it's like, because it's flat on top too,
Yeah.
you can use this as a little way to grid as well. So you can make your own grid on top of it that is going to be infused with whatever it is that you're burning inside.
Somebody said, oh, Denise, so smart, she'd put a battery tea light in it. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, because then the light would, if you put, you know how they do that, like boxes like this, they cast the pattern on the wall. Like, I think it totally would do that. And then I just want to show you this really quickly too, because for sustainability purposes, I don't use all of my, plus I'm not trying to smoke everybody out of their holes here. I don't use the whole,
Yeah, you just need a little bit.
yeah. So then I put it out almost like a cigarette, and you want to make sure it's out, and then I leave it in there until the next time I want to do it. And that's how you make a cone last. I can make a cone last for a month, especially if I'm just kind of like clearing the energy of my hands. Or this I inhale, especially during cold and flu season, because the smoke of Palo Santo is antibacterial. You can use charcoal discs on that too. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so congratulations. Yay. I thought that was really cool too. We're back to Blue Apatite actually for just a minute because we have a Blue Apatite with Aqua Aura Quartz Point pendant that I lost my mind for. I think this is so incredibly beautiful. The Apothecary set, Team SG, while we're talking about this, if you wouldn't mind just reminding them about the Apothecary set. I think it was $69. I think this is so...
Yeah, it was $69.
Stunning, you guys. I've never seen anybody put Aqua Aura with Blue Apatite together. Have you?
I love it.
I do too.
Such a beautiful balance of color. It goes with the light to the dark.
It does, and it's so this is one of one,
What?
and it's 148. Yeah, I just want to show them. It's going to be gone really quick. So Aqua Aura Quartz.
Aqua Aura Quartz, remember, is bonded with 24 karat gold on the molecular level. So not only are you getting that quartz, but you're getting the energy of the gold as well. And because it's on quartz, it's going to amplify it.
It's neon blue apatite, and it's terminated, you guys. Yeah, isn't that incredible?
So yeah, congratulations.
You could wear that one on its own, closer to the throat chakra, which would be really pretty. I like pendants like this. I like to wear them longer. So it's personal preference. But I thought that combination of the Aqua Aura, and it, by the way, it has a little companion point on the Aqua Aura.
That's so cool.
So, and it's super beautiful, good, clear quality too. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes. Well, the horseshoe symbol is common because it represents good luck. And it has for thousands of years, right? Some of the ancient Minoan amulets, for example, which is my dad's lineage, like they always wore horseshoe pendants, and they would put horseshoes over the doors and entrances too, because it just represents protection, good luck, good fortune. So congratulations. Okay, that was gorgeous. I knew that was going to go quickly. Now, I'm really excited about this. Do you know what this is? Pop quiz time? Anybody know?
Look at all the jersey on the back.
It's fucking insane. Okay, another one where I thought the price might have been wrong, because it's been impossible to find good quality dambarite. Forget pink dambarite, and let alone good quality clear pink dambarite, but good quality clear pink dambarite with calcite crystals on it, like this from Mexico, just have not happened. These are 2 to 2.5 inches for $89, you guys. Kunzite's a good guess, honestly, because it's so pinky and so clear that
And you can see the lines.
and you can
on
see the
it.
lines. So yeah, I absolutely think that's a great guess, by the way. Different metaphysically, right? So dambarite is one of the Synergy 12 stones that is a psychic surgeon. So it extracts unwanted energy from your field. Literally, we have not been able to get it. So to get that quality, and again, most of what you see coming out of Mexico is clear. There's smaller pockets of the pink. And then to get the sugar crystals on the back, which are calcite, just takes it over the edge. Like, I would have this made into jewelry probably, because it's just so hard to find. And it's such a lesson for us, right? To appreciate it, because this year, there was none to be found.
So
by the way, Team SG, can you make a note that they're asking for Sezzle for payment? Because this is we've had a couple of requests for it now. I don't know if the team is considering that or not, but I just want to make sure I voice that for everybody too.
So one thing that I thought was really cool was Lexi, who's our amazing photographer. She always comes out to take photographs of some of the stuff that we have for these sales. And she was going through it, and she was like, oh, I want this. And she goes, okay, that's it. And she gives me the list of what she wanted to take photos of. And then she on her way back, she goes, oh, no, wait. She goes, I need this. And she grabs it out. She goes, I need to take photos of this. And I was like, okay, you can have it. You can use it for photos.
Enjoy. Congratulations, you guys. Yeah, we only had 20 pieces of that, so I think those are gonzers.
It's a nice size piece too.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the wire wrap available for you right now, but there are great people, talented people who do it. I will make jewelry for you. Okay, so this next ring is what some of you came for, and it is beautiful. There are only 7 of the spessartine garnet with emerald Etruscan floral ring. It is, multiple people on the team have said it's their favorite that they've ever seen us offer, and this is the gorgeousness that you have been waiting for. Spessartine garnets are incredibly rare. We only had 7 stones, which is why there's only 7 rings, and then we designed the setting around it, really feeling like the green of the emerald was going to be the color that would pop that color of that orange best. This is heart and sacral chakra. It's divine passion. It's got a very Shakti goddess vibe to it. This is only $199, but I only have 7, and we don't have any more stones, so it will not be remade. It's adjustable. It's sterling silver with gold over it, and it is breathtaking. So if you came tonight for this ring, I know a lot of you, not a lot of you, but I know some of you did. I hope you're able to get one, and I wish we had more than 7, but cheers, truly.
Yeah.
We all think you're getting one of the prettiest rings we've ever brought you, so congratulations.
I just love it because it really is holding the energy of the Etruscan civilization, because that's how it was designed. And I mean, the Etruscan civilization flourished in what's now modern day Italy. And they were there from the 8th to the 1st century BCE. That's how old these designs are. And all the jewelers were so skilled in their working of gold and silver that they're the ones that really first started the intricate filigree and the wire work on there, and that's what is being represented all through here.
Like those individual lines, these are long gone, but congratulations,
and the
everybody.
floral patterns,
They're so beautiful. I'm thrilled for you, everybody. You got really one of the most special things of the entire show. We all agree.
Full on took me down a rabbit hole, and I started studying about the Etruscan civilization because.
Well, they pieced all their metal by hand. You know what I mean? Like it's remarkable what they were able. The advances in jewelry design in that particular civilization outpaced anything else really in modern jewelry. So,
if I didn't get into geology and art, I probably would have done like ancient civilizations.
Oh yeah,
because it just fascinates me.
Oh yeah. No, it's true. We do well when we learn about the past, And honestly, like the most beautiful things come from the past. So, congratulations, you guys, truly. Okay, Tibetan quartz. This is another gorgeous piece of jewelry designed here at SG. And listen, there's 36 of these pendants. They're $129. This is the most powerful master healing pendant we've brought to you. I'm not saying it's more powerful than anything on the planet, but we've never done Tibetan quartz cabochons with prehnite with epidote. So it's the master healer physical stone in the center, like powerhouse. And I can talk to you about why, because Tibetan quartz is the stone that one of the 4 I worked with my MS. So it's really good for autoimmune healing.
Yeah.
And then prehnite with epidote heals the healer. So this is like your self-healing master pendant. It's 2.25 inches is the scale of just the pendant alone, and it's on a 16 to 18 inch chain. So if you're a healer, I can't recommend it enough. And I'll, again, just to show you scale with the pendants. First of all, it's a nice weight, too. It's not super light, but it's not super heavy. But I think it should be worn long. But again, it could be worn closer to, on its own. I think if you're going to wear it with other pendants, I would wear it long. It is open on the back, so all the energy, we like that, because then the energy of the stones is reaching you. But Tibetan quartz, again, comes from the Himalayan ridge in that crosses the countries there, and it's hallmarked, it's trademarked or characterized by carbon inclusions. The reason carbon is so important is that carbon is actually the building block of human life. So we think of carbon, diamonds for me are master healers, Tibetan quartz is a master healer, anything that's carbon included or carbon based.
Yes.
So anyway, congratulations on this.
But then
one.
also the calcium in the prehnite is extremely healing.
Yes,
calcium,
yeah.
I mean, we all need calcium. Calcium is within us, and carbon is within us. And
That's right.
The way how I think about it is like needs like. So when you have something if you think about what you are built of and what's the building blocks of your own body,
Yeah.
and then you use something that also holds that same thing in your body,
Yeah.
it understands it. So you're going to be able to absorb that energy better and understand it better
That makes
than
sense,
something
doesn't
that's
it?
like not anything a part of you.
Or like, yeah, if it's not native to your system or native to your, I mean, they say opposites attract, but I do think that like heals. Do you know?
Yeah, I
So,
mean,
yeah.
I'm not saying you don't want something that's not a part of you, because you need that balance.
Polarity.
Yeah. But to heal yourself, you need what's in you.
Don't you think so? Yeah. Polarity is really good because it pushes us to grow and to stretch the way we think and the way we act, and what we do. But similarity helps to reassure us and comfort us. So I love that. I will let you know, Veronica, if there's any left. I'm so glad you got one if you wanted one, because the jewelry tonight is fire, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Now, another one of my favorite things is like back to back to back. The soap dispensers. We only have 4 of them. They're gorgeous. We may need to work on the lighting. Although, it's patterns on the other side. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are white onyx soap dispensers. They're 10 inches.
Or lotion.
Or lotion or whatever. Yeah. For me, it would be a hand soap, but you could do lotion too.
Sydney brought up this morning shampoo.
Oh, shampoo. I mean, that's extra. If this is what's in your shower, I'm going to be like, what kind of shampoo do you use? That's a great shot. So this is that angel onyx from Mexico. Isn't this gorgeous? These are $139. They're heavy.
Oh, yeah.
But it is like, that is gorgeous.
They're 10 inches tall. So that is going to hold a lot of soap, a lot of lotion, a lot of shampoo.
I know it's weird, but I would put it on a light stand in my bathroom.
That would be so cool.
Don't you think? It would be like a night light / like, that's my soap.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, so to make this angel onyx, it's chalcedony with trace elements of water, silica, calcium, and the areas that are basically clear is because it's a lack of impurity. So it's almost a pure chalcedony.
Isn't that gorgeous? It's so beautiful. And, onyx is so protective. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so happy for you guys if you wanted one.
Yeah.
Well, but here's a good thing, Tesla. You kind of wouldn't break it. Onyx is tough as shit.
It's really, really, really strong.
It's durable. I mean, obviously, if you throw that as hard as you can down the street, it's going to break, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, like, if it, like, just falls off your sink, whatever you have that's glass or other things like that, that's going to break before onyx.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kinda nice. Yeah.
And then it has these little footies on there, so you're not going to scratch up the surface of your, like your countertops or whatever you have. So you don't have to worry about that. So
It
it's
has footies.
it has little footies.
It's got foots.
So
congratulations,
congratulations,
yep.
guys.
Oh, Heather said she was thinking about that. It'd be pretty, right? Yeah, I don't know about the shower for me. To me that's like too pretty to be in the shower. I would want it on my, like, in my kitchen almost, I don't know. So we're happy for you. So Margaret got one, Leah got one, Jennifer McCoy got one, and Dot Lawnmower. Yay!
Yay! Congratulations,
Any
guys.
Jamborites left? We will update you. We do have some of the Flower of Life incense boxes left if you would like one of those. Those were just so cool. If you need an incense burner, I would really get one of those. They're $22. We still have some left. Yeah, I think they're super beautiful. I bruised my leg, and I don't know how.
Oh my gosh, I have
Does that
bruises
ever
all.
happen?
I have bruises all over my legs, and I don't know how.
I literally looked down and I was like, am I like beating on myself in my sleep? I was like, how'd that happen? I think I was chasing Paxton, and like the wind was blowing the door open at the same time, and I do remember like the door kind of hitting my legs. I think that's what happened, but I'm like, ugh. You wake up with bruises. Oh.
I'm getting mosquito bites, and then I itch them, so much I bruise myself.
Do you have the burner?
Which burner?
The burner for the mosquito bites?
No,
Really? Amazon? No?
I don't know about this.
Okay. This will change your life. I have one in every bathroom in the house now, because like the kids will be like, "Where's the burner? Where's the burner?" As soon as you get a mosquito bite, it's this thing you get on Amazon, and you press the button, it turns on, it's battery operated, and it gets just hot enough to stop it, and there's no itching. People will say put a hot spoon on it, but then you're running water or whatever. This is instant. Just
So you're sending me the link, right?
oh yeah, no,
Okay.
no. Honestly, just go on Amazon and look up mosquito bite burner. I think it's actually called bite burner or something like that, and they have 2 packs, which is cheaper. They're not cheap, but I've had mine for 4 or 5 years. And if you go on vacation where you get mosquito bites, or like here we have mosquitoes, which we never did before. It's like the last 2 or 3 years, all of a sudden now LA has mosquitoes. But anyway, bite burner. Okay, that's not what you're here to talk about, though. You're here to talk about these earrings. I love these earrings. We talked about aquamarine earlier. I think these are such gorgeous earrings. They look antique. I mean, these look like they would be 14 karat white gold.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because the aquas are such gorgeous princess cut, like magics. These are $79. I have 20 pairs. They're about half an inch. And like, that's just simple elegance. And like I said, I would not think that that was sterling silver. I would think that that's gold.
I would love to wear these.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to wear these. And it's like, even though I stretch and gauge my ears, I make sure to keep at least one so it can wear a regular earring like this. Because it's like when I find a pair like this, I'm like, okay, I need that.
Yeah.
And
they're so gorgeous. This would be a great holiday. I know it sounds crazy because it's only June, but I still, when I see things like this, if I know someone really loves the stone, I will put this away, because we almost never have earrings, and I don't think we've ever had aqua studs like that. So
no, I love it. It's so beautiful, and it has the little two-tone so it has like the gold color here, and then it's all sterling silver, so it's not gonna make your ears flare up, and so I love it because it's bringing in solar, lunar, and water energy.
I need to get that back up.
Yeah. So again, it is, as you guys.
All I do is bug you guys about that. No, it has everything all together. Yeah.
It's a Triskelion again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. And, my friend Daisy talks a lot about, we always talk about it too, Merlin with aquamarine. There's a lot of like Arthurian legends about the magic of aquamarine and water. And so anyway, it's super, super gorgeous. And like I said, birthstone for March, emotional healing and renewal, super spring energy for sure. It's like rebirth, renewal.
Oh yeah.
It's not the rebirth of like a fire agate, which is more like fire in your belly. This is more like emotional rebirth, coming back to life when your emotions have been challenging you. So.
And I mean, all of us right now are going through the ringer all the time with our emotions, just because of everything that's going on in the world. So having something to heal that is, I believe, a necessity to have on everyone's body.
I think so too. You should always be wearing something for yourself, is the way I look at it. And then something for someone else, because you're always sending the energy of whatever you're wearing out into the world too. But there should always be something that's just for you. So congratulations. Yeah. If you're getting earrings, I'm so glad you love them. Okay. We only have one of these wands. You know how I am with wands. If you're new to Sage Goddess, by the way, I hope you'll enjoy your time on our YouTube channel, because there's a lot. I taught a year of free astrology classes. There's a whole free class on how to work with wands and what wands are and all of that. So there's a lot here for your pleasure. Sometimes you have to sift and dig through the YouTubes a little bit to find everything. But so wands are very important to me. This wand is very, very special. That amethyst at the bottom is a Brandberg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It is a double-termed, like it is a twin, right? Double term, triple double term Brandberg amethyst from the Brandberg Mountain in Namibia, which is the highest elevation point in Africa, and one of the highest elevation points in Africa. And naturally has smoky quartz in it, and hematite, and also lepidocrosite. So it has this like magenta flash inside of it that's crazy. He hasn't done a Brandberg wand that I remember. So that's the one termination. All the way on the other end of the wand, there is the most beautiful, you can take that away too. There's a inner child crazy quartz
Angie,
point.
we do still have some of the clear quartz bowls if you would like one.
Yeah, the clear quartz bowls were right at the beginning, and they come with intuitive smudging tools for $89.
Yeah.
Okay, so then there's pink tourmaline, yellow tourmaline, rainbow moonstone, ruby, peridot, and of course the most gorgeous crescent moon. Isn't that stunning, you guys? There's your labradorite in the middle. So this is new beginnings, abundance, heart opening, power, magic, peace, transformation. It's incredible. It's $799. It should be $999. because all of the crystals on here are the most incredible quality and rare. It's hard to find these with all the triple colors of the tourmalines and that incredible big moon. So $7.99 if you want, I don't know, I think the most beautiful lunar magic wand.
Oh, I love it. It's so beautiful. I love the way how it's so balanced. And again, you can use this during the new moon or the full moon because it has that rainbow moonstone and the labradorite in there. The peridot is just amazing.
Yeah, that quality of that peridot, like
And again, peridot is one of the only stones that comes in just one color, and that's green.
gorgeous.
And then it has the pink tourmaline, yellow tourmaline. It's,
And that little bitty ruby down at the bottom.
yes.
So with a wand like this, you it is double terminated, and I do love the little hoop around the top quartz point. So you can send energy with this wand. You can receive energy with this wand. You can open your circles, close your circles, and activate your grids. And so it has all the most multi-purpose wand is a double terminated wand, right? Because energy flows freely through.
Yep.
Terminations refer to the points on the two stones on the end. So sometimes you'll have a single terminated wand, which has a point here, but something round or not a termination here. So this is the most multi-purpose, multifunctional, and it's sterling silver. So this is like, I always think of these as heirloom wands, you know what I mean? Like things that you pass down, like your jewelry. So congratulations.
Can we see that clear quartz bowl again?
You
They're
wanna see
asking
my
to
bowls?
see it.
It's real nice. Okay, we talked about goethite, goethite earlier, so it's kind of cool to come back to just goethite, goethite now, especially because I think the other pieces, I don't think we have any of those left. A few of those left, the quarkite.
Yeah, the quarkite. Yeah, we do still have some quarkite
Yeah, we have
left.
2 pieces of each size of the quarkite.
Or, yeah.
That was our stone from County Cork, Ireland, if you recall. This is the clear quartz bowl, so we do want to show that to you. This is $64. No, I didn't go back to the first page. Hold on, sorry.
$89.
$89. Can we get that where we used to have it there with the?
We just need to condense it down and make it smaller. We're working on it.
Oh,
So
are you? Okay, yeah. It's kind of hard to go back and forth in the sheet sometimes.
It's in the works.
Yeah, it's in the works. Okay, so those are the clear quartz bowls if you would like one. They're super beautiful. Just say comment sold clear quartz bowl, sold bowl 89, and we will capture you. We'll send you some good smudgings.
There we go.
Okay. Now, goethite, which is the next stone we're talking to you about. This is affordable, and this is a rare form of goethite or goethite, which is iridescent. So we're going to show you what that means. The range of incredible colors on these pieces. What I love most about this stone is that stunning. This is natural, by the way. These come from the United States. They actually come from Georgia. So a lot of you are like, do you ever get stones from the United States? And it's like, we do. There's incredible quartz in Arkansas and New York and jade in different parts of the country, some fun chalcedonies that come. But this pocket of goethite, which is the iridescent, is the most rare, the most sought after. The small pieces are only $49. That's the 1 to 2 inch, and the 2 to 3 inches are $59. So it's affordable too. The small size would be great for your crystal healing tray. If you don't have this in your collection already, goethite is an important component of things like the Super 7 configuration, for example. And in that configuration, it represents healing from trauma.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So this is, it's a hydroxide mineral, which is something that we don't have very often. But it is very much iron bearing. You can kind of see that, and you can feel that as well. It forms through the weathering of iron-rich minerals. So there's going to be other iron-rich minerals around, like a hematite and stuff, and then it has to go through extreme weathering. So that's going to take millions of years for that to happen, from just the wind and rain and sediments like bearing down on those, and it transforms the runoff of that is what's creating this.
Yeah, and what creates the lines and formations too. This would be a really good one to give. So one of the metaphysical properties of this particular mineral is early life trauma, so early childhood trauma. So a lot of people work with this when they're working with the inner child. Also with adult trauma, like, PTSD and things like that. And this is another stone that gets recommended for emotional, kind of like when you've gone through disassociation or you're feeling dysregulated. This is a good one for calming and centering the central nervous system. So this is, I stones like this for me are medicine, right? Like there's stones that you appreciate just for their beauty, and I think this is totally gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also stones like this that you work with because metaphysically they are important for your crystal healing collection, and we just never get it.
It's well, we don't ever get it because it's so hard for the earth to make it. It's gotta
On its own, especially when it's not in
Yeah.
matrix with other things. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is very rare to find it this way, and it brings in that hematite and the iron and the goethite, all of it. It's just
They're stunning, you guys. So congratulations. I'm really excited if you're getting one of those, especially if you need it, or you know someone who needs it.
And if you don't have it, it can live on my desk because
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
definitely use its energy.
We all need it. The Tibetan quartz cabochon pendant, I saw somebody ask, we have 6 of those left. The Tibetan quartz with the prehnite with epidote pendant. That is, like I said, the master healer pendant of all time. And so that one was, let's see. Robin's looking too. Oh, it was $129.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you missed that for any reason, I would, if you're a healer, especially if you're dealing with autoimmune diseases, that would just be my recommendation for a healing amulet to work with that has serious metaphysical chops behind it. Okay. Next up, we have a one of one,
so
but it's a really fun bracelet. I think this is gorgeous because I love wearing copper. We were talking about copper earlier, and so, but you don't often see freeform copper bracelets like this. And so this is peridot, and what a peridot that is.
Right.
With freeform native copper and amethyst. It's $278. It's 8 inches. So this is helping you. I mean, and by the way, people wear copper bracelets all the time for pain relief.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's as old as time, and it does work. It does help. If you wear it on the left, you're receiving that energy. If you wear it on the right, you're sending that energy. So copper conducts, as Robin taught you earlier. So this is conducting peace and conducting abundance, moving those energies through.
Oh yeah, for sure. Again, that peridot has magnesium and iron in it, which really helps you. It's again, it only comes in this green color, and I mean, what a green color this one
It's
is.
vibrant and beautiful.
The facets in it is just, it's refracting that light perfectly.
That the cut is insane. They call that, it's a version of a radiant cut, and it's so gorgeous. And the stones are open on the back, which is why that color, you can see the light coming through. So I'll just show you. I mean, for me, like I said, some people would want a bracelet like this for its healing properties, just because they want to move the energy through. And if I were wearing it, I would wear it on the left hand because I could. And I probably just will wear it through the show because it's very comfortable. But I would wear it just for the physical healing properties of it, but I think it's pretty too.
Well, yeah, because it's like, we were already talking about how like heals like, and so with the peridot with the magnesium and the iron in it, the amethyst with the potassium and the iron in it, and then the copper, which is also found in our own bloodstream.
Yes.
It's all there to conduct all that energy and make you feel just relaxed and at peace. But you also brings manifestation and prosperity
For sure.
with that peridot.
For sure. Yeah. Abundance. It can be abundant healing too.
Exactly.
So the patina, Sherry's asking, what can you do to prevent the green skin discoloration that happens with copper? It happens, it's part of the, I mean, it doesn't happen to everybody. It doesn't happen to me, but some people do get a little bit of discoloration. I don't know if there's anything you can do to prevent it, because it's sort of the natural interaction.
It's just good. Yeah, I turn green very fast.
Yeah.
I do.
What a funny thing to say. How fast do you turn green? Wow. Funny you should ask.
No, but like copper, it really shows on my skin.
Nikki got this one, by the way.
It's like I have to be very, very, very conscientious on what metals I'm wearing, because it will just make me explode and turn colors.
Yeah.
So one thing that they say to do is to like do a little bit of clear nail polish underneath.
Yep.
And that will really help with that. Or you can
That's a good
or you can spray with like a clear coat.
Oh, interesting.
And that will really help hold that there as
I
well.
would try just a little bit, you know, and see if it helps. You know what I mean? But I think the nail polish tip was kind of interesting. Yeah, because you're acidic.
Yep.
I personally love a patina. I just love it, but I don't really always want it on my skin. So these are helpful tips.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations, Nikki. I'm gonna wear your bracelet till the end of the show if you don't mind. We're gonna talk about smoky citrine generator because we've got kind of a. Oh, did I skip one? Oh, sorry, Chrysoberyl. This is gonna be a quick one because we don't have a lot of these, and this is one of our specially priced items. These were normally $80. We're doing them tonight for $49. These are 4-inch hand-carved chrysoberyl obelisks. And chrysoberyl takes us back to the Bible. If you've read my book, Crystal Lore, you've read all the stories about chrysoberyl. It was mentioned as one of the stones in Aaron's breastplate, which was, I mean, I think of Aaron's breastplate as being like the first computer. If you don't know the whole story, that's a fun rabbit hole to go down. But there were stones in it, and they would light up depending on what Aaron was doing in the temple. So chrysoberyl was in that mix of stones. Robin will tell you, because we've been doing this for 100 years, I told her, I'm like, it'd be so cool to have chrysoberyl one day. And she actually was able to access the rough and have these made. So this was a Robin and Athena moment when chrysoberyl came. So $49. I only have 29 of them. Manifestation.
Infinite abundance.
Infinite abundance. Like manifesting through magnetizing energy towards you. It is, I have this on my manifestation altar at home, and I wouldn't not have it. There has to be chrysoberyl for me if you have a manifestation altar. Even if it's like an abundance altar, you're still manifesting. I would add chrysoberyl to it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a battery.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. It charges everything around it. To me, it acts similarly to quartz in that way, where it really helps charge the things around it and bring that energy. But it's a beryllium aluminum oxide was what makes chrysoberyl. But the way how it's formed, as you can see those lines going up, it's got layer upon layer upon layer of this growing on top of each other.
Yeah.
And so it's really holding a bunch of that manifestation energy between its layers.
Super sparkly too, which is like natural. It's endemic to the stone, but it has a beautiful light play on it. And there's not a lot of stones that take us back to that level of history. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not when you actually are holding a stone that you know is specifically referenced in the Bible or any ancient text. It's just kind of connects you to your own spiritual practice too, I think. So hi, Tina, good to see you.
Well, it's also known to be blessed by the angels themselves.
Yes, yeah, that is true. Yeah, it's angelic, it's divine, it's powerful, it's strong. Like I said, it's chrysoberyl and dianite were the two stones where I was like, oh, and azurite and petrified wood. Those are like the three. Like if I could ever get this, and it's like, you know, Team SG made all the dreams come true because we were able to get all of that rough. But congratulations, yeah, it's incredible. I think the wand is still available. I can double check for you. We have 2 of the Tibetan quartz and prehnite with epitope pendants left now. Is the wand still available?
I don't think so.
Oh, did the wand sell?
did
somebody sell?
I think somebody got it.
Oh, maybe we did talk about that. There's a lot in my head right now. And then the Triskelion pendant, if you're looking for jewelry, we have 5 of those left. That was the rainbow moonstone with the sapphire and emerald from the beginning of the show. So, the wand did sell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. The petrified wood tonight was in the journal. We had the Earth Star journal. And I don't know if there's any of those left. But we can
Yes, we do have some more of those
Earth Star
left.
journals. Yeah, we do. It had a petrified wood cabochon on the front. It's a rad journal. That was back toward the beginning of this show. So that's $28. And it's a black leather journal with the Earth Star symbol carved into petrified wood. Okay, so this one we got to light up. This is an incredible smoky citrine generator, 8.25 inches, and it is clear. Holy shit. No, it's insane. This is $999. Incredible.
So the color in smoky citrine comes from aluminum, and And what makes it smoky versus not smoky is due to the how much of it was exposed to the natural Earth irradiation. And don't worry, it's safe now. But when it was forming, and it was like that in the Earth, it really gave it like this oomph of power. Is the way I like to think about it.
It's oomphy.
It's an oomph of power.
Holy poop is right. Yeah, I love smoky citrine too. And points like this, if you know your stones, we don't get big points like this. That sometimes at the shows you'll see them and stuff. But so yeah, this is the ultimate. I always say smoky citrine needs to be near the southeast corner of your home, which is or your space, which is your prosperity corner. And it also needs to be near the entrance of your home, because citrine attracts abundance energy to your space, and then smoky quartz clears energy. It's a natural transmuter of energy, so it's like a filtration system in a way. But you put the two together, and it's like it pulls in the good and releases the bad. So it's a great one to have by your front door. It's a sexy mofo. I would put that on a light stand.
Oh, for sure.
I would light him up so fast, he wouldn't even know what hit him.
Yeah. I can only imagine what this is going to manifest for you and your home.
Yep. Yeah, no, seriously, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous point. So enjoy. And there's a world inside of that. That's why you gotta, if you don't put it on a light stand, at least hit it with a flashlight and look at it, because there's a lot going on. Like, get it out in bright sunlight and you'll see a universe inside. So congratulations. Okay. We did talk about kunzite earlier, so it's kind of cool that we're coming back to kunzite now, because I love me some spodumene. I'm a spodumene-aholic. What's a spodumene, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. Spodumene is a family of stones that includes pink, which is kunzite, green, which is hiddenite, and then the gold, which is tryphane. The most important for healing, most of us agree, is the pink, is kunzite. Because what kunzite does is it heals the family, the emotions, the relationships in your life. These are light pink, kind of tryphane-y, which tryphane is for harmony and sensuality. So this would be a really good one for healing around your intimate partnership or your intimate relationships. I love this size too, and they're affordable. The 1.5 inch, I have 34 pieces at $49. And the 2 inch, I have 3 pieces at $59. So it's the perfect size to carry with you all the time, which I would. The spodumene is relatively stable on the measure of hardness scale too. It's not a real soft stone, so you don't have to be too gentle with it. But that shimmer and that light play, and the metaphysical properties of it. So the tryphane is harmony and sensuality. It attracts, it heals the intimate sides of your relationships. Physical, sexual, sensual intimacy. And then the kunzite, the pink, is more like your children, your nuclear family, your parents, your siblings. And then the green is a really powerful, does all of that, but it does it for your heart and your body.
Yeah.
So they all have kind of different jobs in the spodumene family. Spodumene's interesting too because it grows with tourmaline. So sometimes you'll see a little bit of black tourmaline in your kunzite, for example, and that's because of the fact that they are friends.
Yeah, and one thing that I think is really cool is the base of your spodumene, of your kunzite, is actually in a lithium aluminum silicate. So the fact that it has that lithium in there, it's going to bring that peace and tranquility in no matter what color it comes in. It's going to bring that in there. It's going to be a natural anti-anxiety.
Lithium calms your shit down.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, it's a good point to raise that too. And it's one of the reasons why also spodumene grows with lepidolite. So it's, and tourmalines, like they're all in the matrix and they're all in the neighborhood, if you will.
Yeah.
So congratulations. If you need heart healing, family healing, those are there for you. The most powerful stone for physical healing in our show tonight is the next one that we're going to show. And what's really funny is I have stories to tell you and I talked this weekend, I was live with you on Saturday and Sunday on our main Facebook page. And we talked about apophyllite because we had some really beautiful aura apophyllite crystals this weekend. This is my favorite. The pure, natural, gorgeous, green, cubic is my favorite. what I'm going to tell you is this. Back in the day, and you were around, those small ones would have been close to $100.
Easy.
Okay. And these clusters would have been what? I mean, I don't even...
Oh, you're going to be looking at like 400.
Oh, yeah. Back in the day. Let me tell you something. $29 or $24 and $49. I can't get you to go fast enough. The 1.5 to 2 inch, I have 15 at $24. The 5 to 6 inch clusters, I have 7 of them at $49. I don't even know what the fuck, except you need to go and get that. So green apophyllite. The apophyllite comes in that crystal clear, but I love the green, is a master healer of the body, and a lot of people work with it for pain. We couldn't keep it in stock. We had members of our own team who were working with it. Yeah.
I mean, I use it because I unfortunately deal with severe chronic pain.
Yeah.
And I use it because
It's insane. Look at that.
I don't like being in pain, and so I want, and this really does help. I keep a cluster of this in my house. I keep a cluster of this on my desk.
Yep.
I use it all the time.
I put it on my bruise.
And if you just look at the formations of these crystals. They are perfectly formed crystals, and
This one too.
some of them are like this here has etched parts to it. So we got some etching, natural crystal etching on here, which is just phenomenal. And there's also some druzy clusters and druzy parts here. Like you can see the little baby crystals right here.
Sugary. This is a good one. You need this in your collection. I don't know that we'll have it back at that price again, but congratulations. And the small pieces are great. I mean, the small is more portable. The bigger cluster, you should keep that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I swear by it. So enjoy. Congratulations. I know.
Yeah,
I wish
congratulations.
We had more, but yeah. Okay. Now.
And the green color does come from vanadium, guys.
Vanadium.
Vanadium. Vanadium. I am a weirdo.
All the cool kids are weird. We are the weirdos, mister. Remember from the craft? We are the weirdos.
So.
Okay, hummingbird.
And I had to do this for you.
Oh, really? That's so sweet.
That was for you.
Thank you for putting that with that. That is really cool. So, well, let me show you what she's talking about. I love that perfume so much because it really does remind me of my grandmother. I made this perfume called Pearl, and I dedicated it to my grandmother. She loved white florals. This is white lotus with tuberose. And then you're getting the hummingbird bottle, which my mom comes and visits me as a hummingbird.
That's why I wanted to put it together as your lineage.
Thank you. Well, it's $49 for the perfume and the bottle, and I think it's stunning. You don't have to fill the bottle with Pearl, but I think it's a cool one to put in there, especially if you love the really powerful white florals like I do. And I'll tell you, we've been talking about the white florals too, because whenever I wear white florals, tuberose, gardenia, white lotus, that's when jasmines, people will stop and go, "What are you wearing? Oh my God, it's intoxicating," you know. And it's just like, there's something in our human psyche that the white flowers are just attractive. They tend to have a different kind of petal structure too. They're thicker, they're waxier, right? There's something kind of like sexy and sensual about white flowers that the other flowers don't have. So, but the bottle I want to show you, if you're like me and you love these, you know, the sort of antique design of bottles where you have the glass stopper. It's so sexy to like dip your stopper in your bottle and then you can you can draw on your skin or just like quickly anoint in the morning and out you go. Put it on your pulse points. Put it where you sweat, as my grandma used to say, which is true. You'll smell your perfume more if you put it where you sweat. So congratulations. It's a gorgeous bottle. I mean, look at the stunning detail. I love the purple flower, and the hummingbirds are like, and it's glass, by the way. I mean, this is a gorgeous bottle for your vanity. So enjoy. Thank you for doing that with Pearl.
It smells so good. Yeah,
It reminds me of her so much.
I remember the story that from when you were telling us about when you created Pearl.
Yeah.
And it's just resonated with me. And so then when I was like, okay, I wanted to do something with this bottle, and I was just like, nope, it has to be Pearl, because it's you. It's your lineage.
She loved them too. I mean, my grandmother always had like hummingbird feeders hanging everywhere and stuff. But yeah, this is so her. She wore white shoulders. That was like one of her, what she could afford. And I still have a bottle of white shoulders with just the there's a little bit at the bottom, but it's
Yeah.
hard. It's not like liquid
Yeah.
anymore. So anyway, yeah, Pearl was my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Bless her soul. Okay, thank you for doing that, by the way. Again, that was really sweet. Congratulations if you're getting one. I want to show you, we've done a lot of pre-night tonight, but not in this form. So I do want to show you, we have a pendant, and it's a different kind of pendant than the Tibetan quartz pendant. This is just a pre-night point with epidote in the Tibetan silver, but it's got gorgeous, it's a gorgeous moonstone. It is flashy. We just have to kind of play with our light to make her sing. And then there's a labradorite accent. So this is healing at the full moon and healing at the new moon is the way I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, so much of our stuff tonight has had the combination of the labradorite and the rainbow moonstone in there, and I really feel like, and I think it's so
But
fun.
it makes sense.
I think it's so fun because this happens organically when we have like this repeating pattern. I've realized that when we're doing it, we don't even realize. And then at the end, we're
And
like,
then it all makes sense.
then it
It's
all
like,
makes
oh,
sense
kind of,
as to why and what's going on. And so
Yeah.
having that lunar energy,
True.
and it's like
These are 169 by the way, and I only have two. And it's huge. Like
But
so.
yeah, to me, this is all about like full fruition and like that circular
Yeah.
logic, just like the Triskelion.
Yeah.
And so it's bringing you through your cycles of
There is
life.
that triple energy again with that. You're right. Yeah. And it, like I always say this, like a lot of the reason that the Tibetan silver jewelry is here is because I always choose it. I just love it. And hopefully you can see here, like that is a true blue flash in that. And then, but look on the back. The back of the rainbow moonstone is all engraved. I mean, you could wear the pendant that way.
And it would be beautiful.
It would be beautiful. But yeah, nobody's going to miss you coming or going with that on. I kind of like it against my blue dress too, because you can see like it's a neutral. Green becomes a neutral. You can wear it with black, but you can also wear it with blue. The rule in fashion when it comes to what you can wear with what is intensity of color. So as long as you can wear green with blue, but they got to be the same intensity. You wouldn't want to wear a light green stone with a dark green dress.
Yeah.
Usually it doesn't. Visually it's not going to be as attractive. So intensity of color. But yeah, but that again, you're working with that as a talisman. It's your healing stone for your new moon work and your healing stone for your full moon work.
Yeah.
So,
Congratulations.
yeah. And congrats to my hummingbird bottle girls and folks. Okay. Candle quartz. I'll just say the reason I love it so much is shamanic. It's in our circles in shamanism, we often refer to this as the circle of elders stone. It's thought to be among the older forms of quartz. This comes from Madagascar, and these are super affordable big clusters. They call it candle quartz because it's got all of the smaller terminations around. But Robin's so knowledgeable about this one.
I love candle quartz.
Yeah.
The way how it's formed, the different parts that's in there, it's phenomenal. They can have different inclusions in there. That's why you're going to see some of them will be more yellow, some of them can have more of that purple, some of them have more red. And it's because there's the actinolite is what's going to give that soft fuzzy appearance that you see, where it's not just like clear within the quartz, because your candle quartz is never going to be truly clear because it has that actinolite in there.
Yeah.
And then with the addition of goethite in there, that's going to bring your reddish brown colors and streaks that you see in it sometimes. Hematite is going to give you a metallic-y silvery gray streaks that you see in there. Calcite, it will give it the yellow, whitish yellow in there. So you're going to see that yellow on that big one. That is from an addition of calcite. And when you have the purple in there, that's an addition of lithium.
Yeah.
So each one of these is going to be different. Each one is going to have its own inclusions in there, and sometimes it can span across all of the colors, and so you can have a piece that actually has
3 to 4 inches. I have 15 at 59. 4 to 5 inches. I have 6 at 69.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No, I get going because I love it and I love talking about
I'm like,
it.
at 6:15 is the only reason I'm like, I
I
need to show you guys what that. But anyway, they're big. Can I hold them too? Because it's sometimes again for scale. These can be the centerpiece of a grid, which is what I love, and it is good to have. I don't know if you have a plant medicine grid or if you have a shamanic ceremony grid, or even if you're not a shamanic practitioner, but you just want a beautiful cluster instead of a simpler point. I really want you to see. I don't know if my lighting here is good enough, but I wanted you to kind of get the. I have one of these at home, and like I've tucked other crystals inside. They're almost like little castles.
Yeah.
They're incredible, you guys.
And
And the one Robin has is insane. Look at that.
And so one thing that's really cool about these and that I really love is that to get this candle formation on the candle quartz, which is you're going to see all of this here.
Slide that on the side.
So, yeah. So it's like, so this formation that you're seeing here, how it looks like wax dripping down a candle.
It does.
And that is actually created by the presence of a titanium dioxide rutile as it's
cool.
forming. So other minerals such as that actinolite and that goethite that's within it is forming, but with these rutile aspects going up, it's growing around each one.
Oh, that's
so
cool,
each
Robin.
one was a little rutile that had that quartz growing over it to be able to make that
Cool.
that
That's almost
look.
like the stone like throwing up like lines. You know what I mean? Like, it reminds me of a Faden kind of.
Exactly.
Formation too.
Exactly. So I love it because it's like they form thin needle-like inclusions that are, and they're all going to be orientated in the same direction, typically parallel to the crystal C axis. That's why it's always going to be parallel to that piece and that point as it's growing up.
Joy said, "Robin, you are just freaking amazing. I could listen to you all night." Don't you learn so much from her? It's so good. Okay, so congratulations. They're beautiful. If you don't have candle quartz in your collection, it's a good one to have. And it's not something we have very often. We only had 15 of the smaller ones and 6 of the larger ones, so there's not that much to go around and, enjoy. It's something rare and special.
I love these.
This is a one of one, this next pendant, which is pink tourmaline and blue kyanite. I think it's gorgeous. This is open your heart and balance your chakras, but it is so incredibly feminine and beautiful. And I have to say, that color of blue kyanite, I haven't really seen that before.
No, it's
I
beautiful.
thought that was stunning. It almost has a cat's eye effect on it, guys. This is gorgeous, and I think the style of the pendant, that upside down teardrop, is so feminine too.
Don't you think almost looks like it's Preba?
Can I see it?
It almost looks that way.
It does. Let me just see. I can tell you.
The color and the structure.
No, but it's got it definitely is kyanite, and it's got some of the biotite inclusions in it too.
Well, it's the Preba kyanite is what it's looking like to me.
Oh, you mean the kyanite? I thought you meant Pareto tourmaline. It could be, yeah. I do see that. It's stunning, you guys. It's good when Robin and I are like, oh, but yeah, that is really beautiful. And there's some gorgeous rainbows on the surface there. The lights refracting. This one is $269. It's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, this is making me want to talk about Preba kyanite, but I can't.
But you can.
I can't.
But it is it's a special, rare, and expensive form of kyanite.
Mm-hmm.
If we have time, we'll come back to it. But congratulations, it's stunning. That's a beautiful one. Okay. Now, quick and very fun discount on another obelisk for you. Although these are not just obelisks.
They're not obelisks.
It says obelisks, but they're
generators.
They're generators, yeah. These are diopside with quartz from Brazil. And diopside has a lot of metaphysical properties to it. It is one of our cardiac stones. It really does help to heal the physical heart. But it also helps you to, it opens your heart to compassion because it helps you see situations from all sides. Diopsis is dual sight in Greek. So it's about seeing light and shadow, like what's easy, what's hard. It's like seeing everything. So your perspective is balanced.
It is. And when you have when that's balanced, it's a lot easier to get you to where you want to go, but it heals you on all levels.
Yeah.
Because you can see the different levels of where you need the healing. And so it's like it's going to get you on your physical, emotional, and spiritual level.
So these are fun. The 3 to 4 inch is $48. Our original price was $69, and the 4 to 5 inch is $56. Our original price was $79.
Yeah.
So, but we have 33 of the small, 23 of the medium. Because there's quartz in the matrix, you can use this as a centerpiece of a grid. So heart healing grid. if you are trying to change your perspective or trying to change your behavior or change your patterns, this is the grid you would want to work with. If you're trying to get clarity in your life, this is the generator that you would want to work with in that grid.
For sure. And this is a calcium magnesium base in diopside.
Yeah.
And the color comes from additions of chromium, vanadium, and magnesium. So that's the other reason why I always can also consider this such a healing
I was
stone.
going to say, and nurturing too.
It's a nurturing healing stone because of those trace elements. Magnesium is such a healthy stone, healthy like mineral for you.
No, it's a chill the
And
fuck out. I mean,
it
yeah,
is.
you need to be taking magnesium every day. It helps you poop and chill out.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't going to help you poop and chill out, but it's like the poop and chill out stone.
And then so and then the calcium, which it really helps build you up stronger.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Diopside. It's again, it's like a core one that should be in your collection. We just almost never have generators in it, so it was really cool to bring you something rare at an affordable price too. Okay, so and then I think this is one of our final pendants of the show, isn't it?
I think
I think it
so.
might be the final pendant of the show. Yeah. It's a special one. This is really cool. These little wandlets, you guys love it because they are functional wands, they are pendants, and they are pendulums. I just think this one is so special. It's mango quartz, which I'm sure you have a ton to talk about. And then a little pink tourmaline in the middle. So it's a double term of that mango quartz with a little dove for peace.
Yeah.
Isn't that sweet?
I absolutely love mango quartz. And as you can see here, and this is how you're always going to find your mango quartz. It's going to be clear quartz down at the base, and then it's going to, as it goes up into that point, is where you're going to get that yellow. And it is that yellow, and that's why we call it mango quartz, because it does look like the color of the mango. And that is from an increase or an addition to the quartz as it's growing of manganese. So as it's growing, it's basically, it's a reverse phantom, basically.
Yeah.
And so what it is there was
Which is not common in the mineral
so
world.
it was growing just regular quartz, and then it had this interruption of the manganese, and it's such like a powerful growth interruption that it makes it look yellow.
It has this infinity energy to it, and when you hold it like that, it's like it looks like you know what I mean? Because I love how balanced the 2 points are. So this one is $299. It's sterling silver. Manganese, as you know, is one of the most important minerals for healing the body too. It's how sugilite was found. They were looking for manganese and then found sugilite because sugilite is an ore of manganese. So manganese is another really important trace mineral for physical healing. Reduces the heal time for bruises and cuts physically. So what it does energetically for your field. For your energy field is sort of repair holes and tears in the auric field. Is very important for your healing. So isn't that gorgeous? It's just very unique. I've never seen anything like it. We've had other walnuts from him, but nothing like that.
This
so I
is
thought that was cool.
Beautiful, and I love it because, like as she was saying, it's such a perfect pendulum as well.
It's accurate.
It's so accurate because it's so perfectly
He
balanced.
weights them well.
And then it's double terminated, so it's sending that energy out in both directions. Congratulations!
Congrats. Yep. Happy for you. Tina would like to see the smoky citrine generator again. He would be so
Can you
kind.
see that big boy?
So kind.
That big boy?
He's big. It's not about size, but sometimes, you know. Sometimes bigger's better.
It's the size of my face.
Robin grunts for the candle. She knows that's pretty light to her. She's so strong.
It's heavy.
Okay. Strawberry opal. Strawberry.
So yeah, just really quick, this is
Oh,
that big boy. As you can see, beveled edges on the bottom, nice, strong yellow, smoky color.
So thank you for asking to see it. Oh yay, Jessica, isn't the deck gorgeous? She just got her floracle deck. I swear I think it's the
Oh,
most beautiful oracle
yay.
deck I've ever seen. Diopside is for heart healing, and also for clarity and perspective, and really good for clarity is its primary principle because it allows you to see everything in your life very clearly, and to Robin's point, allows you to see where your healing needs to develop. But it also is a really good, powerful physical heart healing stone too.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and the calendar is insane. Did you guys see the calendar? I think the calendars are sold out. Holy shit. I showed you that this weekend too. That was insane. I called it crystal porn because it is. It's like the ladies of Tucson or whatever, but it's just crystals.
I'm waiting for them to announce, but I think somebody got the generator.
Did somebody get the generator? BK got the generator. Congratulations. It's incredible.
So excited for you. I want photos of where you put it.
Yeah, I want pictures. I want pictures of you hugging it and licking it. And
I hugged it enough, just so you know.
I didn't lick it.
But
okay.
it needs more hugs.
This stone, I'm so obsessed with these. I swear to God. When I saw these, I gasped. We have 20 of them total in 2 different sizes. This is pink opal from Mexico, called strawberry opal, and it's just got a shit ton of manganese in there. So it's actually really funny that we just talked about manganese because it's like this is all manganese all the time. But these are the most beautiful. The small ones are $49, 2 to 2.5 inch on the left side for $49. I have 14 of those, and then the medium on the right side, 2.75 to 3 inch. I have 6 of those at $59. And I mean, both sides are beautiful. They're just like, I can't get enough. I just think the color, the intensity, and the metaphysical properties, because pink opal is always about transformation in love or transformation of your heart. And then the black in there, the manganese, is the physical healer, right? So anyway, I'm sure you have more to say, but
I mean, it's just this strawberry opal and this intensity of the strawberry opal, you're only going to find out of Mexico. The pink opals that come out of other areas is not going to have this intense color.
Like Peru or India, like you're not going to see
it's
that
going to be a lot lighter of a pink. To have this really deep, rich pink, you're only going to find it in Mexico. And it's because of the iron oxide and manganese that is in there.
Gorgeous.
So, yeah, congratulations,
Mexico
guys.
for the win tonight. Just Mexico for the win in general. We elected a new president today.
I know. And it is a historic event.
It is historic. Yeah.
It's
Cheers.
the first woman.
Viva Mexico. Yeah, very proud to see a woman in office. I like it. Let's see how she goes. But yeah, cheers to Mexico. Congratulations on your strawberry opal hearts. Okay. Every time anything happens in Mexico, because I love Mexico so much and I just wish I could live there, I'm always like, well, I should probably go. Just like, they have a new president. I should probably go.
Well, one thing that I thought was so cool is one of the guys that works here. He was telling me a story this morning about how his wife like really wanted to go and be there to vote.
Yeah.
And when they tried to go here, there was so many people in line here that starting at 2:00 in the morning, the line was like over 4 hours long to get through because everybody was wanting to. That because she wanted to do it so much, they drove down to TJ so she could vote there. That is how important
awesome.
it was to them.
Yeah, it means a lot.
And I was like, it gave me goosebumps hearing it.
Okay. I get goosebumps thinking about surprise bags. I thought we had a different format for the surprise bags this time. No? Is it in the... is that the container, the bag?
This
this
one.
Okay. It's the next one. Okay. It's the next one. I always ask. Now, when she does extra special bags, the part of the value of the surprise bag is in the bag. So when she does the reusable SG bags, then you get more. You get more goodies in your bag. So here's the way these work. They're $99. Robin makes them herself. We have 50 of them each time.
I'm a bag lady.
She's a bag lady.
Sharon.
Because I know Sharon, I can say that she meant that with the
I know.
utmost love and respect.
I know. It just made me laugh.
She puts so much in your bags, and she makes each one individually. A lot of you guys get them, and you get them again, which I think is the biggest compliment, right? It's like...
I love it, and I love it that it's like I get to see your guys' names sometimes, like, sale after sale, and it's like, I love it because I feel like I can build off of what I did last time.
Totally.
And I love it because it's like I really get to. I feel like I'm connecting with each and every one of you on a like a very spiritual level. I try to connect with each one and build as to what I'm feeling, and I let what for my spirituality, I am very much a nature spiritual person. And so
Yes.
to me, I feel like it is Gaia who is really pushing me forward
I
and
love
like guiding
that.
me as to where I need to go and what I feel.
I love that.
And so I know it's not a natural or a big name religion, but for me, it fits me. My spirituality is in nature and the earth. So
But
I
a lot of
try.
traditions really, would agree with you, and like shamanic practice is entirely nature based, right? It's about understanding the power of the planet and the earth and the trees and the, like you are
Well, it's
so
because
grounded and connected.
I really believe in the scientific principle of energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed. And so, with that, I believe that every single time a tree loses its leaves, that energy is going back down into the earth to fertilize the earth to bring new life. So
I love
the
that
energy
too.
is always secular. And I believe that when I'm building these for you guys, I'm taking in some of that energy that I'm able to get from you through what Guy is telling me, through what I'm reading, through what I've seen from you guys, and what I read here in your guys' comments
And
all
she
the
remembers
time.
your comments. It's really sweet.
And then I try to bring that and I create the bag for you to send it back to you.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate being able
You,
to do
you
it for
do
you
a
guys.
beautiful job. It's very special and rare on this planet what she does. So congratulations if you're getting one.
Yeah.
You're getting something really special. Um, there's only 5 of these little bracelets, so I want to show them to you. I know we're right up against the edge of our time, and then we'll tell you what's left in case you want to see if there's anything that maybe you missed. This is green tourmaline in a little stretch bracelet, which I think is so sweet. It's so easy to wear. These are $44 each. Beautiful quality green tourmaline. Tourmaline is one of my top 10 favorite stones of all time, and the green is for wisdom and discernment. I want you to see the quality of these. Some of these are cat's eye green tourmaline beads, which
that's
is
what I was
fucking crazy.
seeing. This one
$44. I think it's insane. Again, this is one of those where I'm like, you mean $144, right? Because when you see that cat's eye, that chatoyancy, such a great shot. That light play across the surface, that triples, quadruples, quintuples the value of your tourmaline. So if you don't have a really gorgeous green tourmaline bracelet, it brings wealth and abundance, wisdom and discernment in love, helps you make better choices in love, helps you see love through a clearer lens, which is helpful too. Sometimes we make mistakes because we keep trying to put a round hole in a square, round peg in a square hole or something.
Yeah.
I never really understood that. But, wrong relationships. So, but besides all that, it's gorgeous. So I would just get one because it's pretty and it's rare and it's special, but all the metaphysical properties of it too, I think are incredible. So congratulations. I knew you would love that. And then, so a couple things. We do have some of those big, beautiful natural Columbianites that we showed you at the beginning, which have a lot of the same metaphysical properties as Moldavite at a fraction of the cost. So if you want one of those, I think those were $99 back at the beginning. And we have 2 left of the Tibetan Quartz cabochon pendants with prehnite. I think that was $129. There's 2 left of those. We do have some of our the copper hair sticks with that she's got so beautifully in her little bunlet up back there, that were available for you at the beginning for. I didn't think that was 33, but I can't remember. Maybe it was.
It was 33.
33, okay. And then if there's anything else you want to know about, let us know. Congratulations on all of your beautiful, beautiful purchases, especially the surprise bags. You will love that. So, a couple things before we get to our last item of the night, which is our giveaway. If you shopped, first of all, we hope you had fun.
Oh, yeah.
We always have fun with you. I always have fun with her. And Luis does an incredible job behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Stay organized and do all the things. I know. He loves this Ganesha. So if you shop today, you're going to get an invoice tomorrow. Please pay that so that we can send you your things 24 hours. And then you can pay your invoice with Affirm or Afterpay or however you want to do that. And then a couple of other things. We have on Wednesday, session 1 of Apothecary. Please sign up for my online class. And I'm just telling you this because the teaching this month, I think, is so important for everybody. And it's a perfect time to join sagegoddess.com/apothecary. It's about $100 a month. You get 4 classes with me plus Elder Council, which is our bonus shamanic session. You're going to be making baklava with me at home this month, and we're going to be learning about bee priestesses in ancient Greece and honey and the healing properties. And it's a thick, sweet month for us. So I really am putting the word out there because I think this is the perfect time to join Apothecary. And if you're in, don't go anywhere because this is going to be a sweet month, and I'm excited for you. Okay. Last but not least, it is our Labradorite Ganesha, and this is our giveaway for tonight to finish our show. What a giveaway this is. Ganesha, of course, is the Hindu god that helps us overcome obstacles in our lives, and in Labradorite, which is the stone of new beginnings, new visions, new possibilities. I don't think it gets any better than that. It's worth a whole bunch, like $500, $600, $700. So... thank you for that. I'm so glad you're loving Apothecary. I'm loving having you there too. So if you're feeling called to this, please just comment and say yes, or it's me. Give it to me. I'm worth it. Give it to Luis.
I'm not on legs, so
he's,
I can actually...
He's open to being gifted this incredible piece. I know. It's beautiful. And can you like flip him a little bit just to show like I love that he's got so much gold in him because I feel like that's overcoming obstacles to empowerment and strength and abundance. And oh, that's cute. That's a good like slogan for this month. Who said that? Be a priestess this month. But do you get it? Be a priestess. Smart. I'm not always good with the taglines, but then I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, I made it. What are you reading?
I have a surprise for Luis, so don't you worry. Now that I know.
Okay.
No. Now that I know. I wait for these moments to know how to surprise people. Okay.
Oh gosh.
All right, Kiva Scott.
Yay!
On the sunset of your 40th birthday, congratulations to you, darling. May all of your new beginnings this year and always be blessed.
Yay!
Very excited for you.
Congratulations.
And then I was waiting for the end of tonight because I wanted to say one of the most important people in our entire company, in our entire community, Karen Brown, I want to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
I want
Karen.
to say thank you to you for all that you do for all of us in front of the scenes and behind the scenes all the time. And it never shuts off. The dedication that you bring, the beauty that you bring, the intelligence that you bring, the balance and the calm in the middle of the cray that you bring, and the incredible wisdom and knowledge of who we are and what we do, and your own practice is a gift to us all. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to the bottom of yours. I do have a special surprise for you, but privately I wanted to say I'm just so very grateful for you all the time. And I was a few days late on your surprise, so it's not in your hands yet, but it will be soon. But from all of us to you, we hope that you, the queen of all things, online SG, we're so grateful to you as always. So cheers. We love a Karen Brown.
Yes, yes, we do.
So cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you to Team SG in front of the scenes and behind the scenes too. We are so grateful to you. And so enjoy your beautiful treasures. I will see you for session 1 of Apothecary on Wednesday. Hoping
And
that
I will see
love
you
it.
for the bonus class on Monday.
And the bonus class is coming. That's right. You get a special extra bonus Rock Talk with Robin, where you're going to learn so much. She does that as a gift to our Apothecary community. So you do get to learn with her even more than you learn here when you join the program, which we're thrilled about. And so I will see you then. And then, of course, we have Moon Ceremony on Thursday, so don't get tired yet. There's a lot coming. Stay tuned. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Gemini season is here. We love it. You're smart. You're sassy. And you got two personalities in one.